Hello, good afternoon. My name's Richard. This is Matchday Live. It's over and over and over again. It is Arsenal women away against Brighton. This is going to be a great game. It's an important game. We've got it all coming up for you, the other side of this. So, I'm Matchday Live, Arsenal women away against Brighton. We come into this game 5 wins in a row in all competitions. And also, of course, we do come into this game on the back of, 10 wins in a row against Brighton. We've never even conceded a goal away. But last week, we hadn't conceded a goal away at Leicester. And we saw what happened there, didn't we, in that first half. So, we're not going to take anything for granted today, obviously. But we do expect Arsenal to win. Now, we've got some rather interesting and exciting team news for you. And when I say exciting, you'll see what I mean when we go through the team. Let me just get that for you. So, this is the way the teams line up. So, for Arsenal, in goal, it is Manu Zinsberger. Back four, Noel Moritz at right back, Lotta Rubenmoy and Amanda Illerstadt. And Katie McCabe is starting at left back. She's the captain. In midfield is Kyra Cooney-Cross, Vicky Palova, and we believe potentially Beth Mead is starting this game, potentially in midfield. And in the front three is going to be, looks like Alessia Russo, Stina Blackstenius, and Caitlin Ford. Wow, what an exciting lineup that is, isn't it? On the bench then, it is Steph Catley, Frida Marnham, Leah Walty, Katarina Cole, Leah Cadena, Chloe Lacasse, and Lena Hurtig. Plus the goalkeeper Williams, of course. So that is, wow, what we're making of that team lineup then for Arsenal. That's incredible, isn't it? Beth Mead, Alessia Russo, Stina Blackstenius, Caitlin Ford. Wow, what an attacking lineup that is. For Brighton, and in goal it is Sophie Bagali. In the defence, it looks like maybe 5 at the back. Maria Torres Dottir, Guru Bergsbond, Emma Kohlberg, Lee Magnuson, and Jolene Carabaldi, then Vicky Lasada, Julia Zigotti, and Katie Robinson, and then up front looks like Elizabeth Turland and Pauline Bremner, of course, our old friend from Wolfsburg, of course. So, well, what we're making an Arsenal lineup, by the way, that is quite an incredible lineup, isn't it? Let's be honest. Attacking goals from all over the place. Oh, wow, I've just seen the comments here. We've got loads of comments already. Nathan's in. How you doing, my friend? He says, what do you make of Everton's points deduction? Well, I mean, to be honest with you, it's difficult to say, isn't it? Because we don't know exactly what all the rules are and everything like that. If they've broken the rules, they should be punished, and that's fair enough. The other teams that have broken the rules should also be punished at the right time when it is for them. So let's see what happens. But yeah, I feel a bit sorry for the Everton fans. Not their fault, is it? That their club's been badly managed for the last few years. But anyway, we'll maybe do a show about that in actual fact. Steve says there, poor Nathan picking on them. What about corruption City? Well, City's offences are different offences, to be fair. It's different to compare them because they're different offences that they've done. So, but anyway, yeah, they need to be punished as well. Steve says Everton, one of the first clubs in English football. They were in the very, very first ever season, wasn't they? So yeah, very, very strange that's gone on there, I suppose. Everton should still stay up. Yeah, they should do. Yeah, there's rumours of them potentially being sued as well, isn't there? Nathan says, I think they'll survive because there will be at least 3 worse teams than them. I think the Premier League has done this in part because they know an independent regulator could be introduced. Yeah, I think you're right. Nathan says they're trying to show that their house is in order. But for me, the fact you have sent them in this independent panel to rule upon would suggest they do not have their own house. Well, no, I agree. I mean, it's a mess, isn't it? The whole Premier League's a mess at the minute. I mean, what's going on, we don't really know, do we? But there's going to be more teams suffering, and hopefully some of the teams that we would like to see suffer. But anyway, it doesn't make a difference to me what's happened in the past. I don't want Arsenal to be given a league title on the back of Man City being stripped of anything. No, if they're going to relegate Man City, relegate them. Yeah, that's fine. I'll deduct some points for this season, whatever you're going to do. It's not worth taking trophies off them previously. I don't want any of them. They can stick them where the sun don't shine. Steve says there, I've seen on YouTube City relegated, nearly fell over at Chelsea. Yeah, I mean, potentially. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's a totally different case. It's totally different, isn't it? What's happened with Everton to Man City and Chelsea. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, we'll maybe talk about that later, actually. But let's have a little some score predictions for this game. Gunnar Dad says, yeah, it's important. Why do I have butterflies? Well, we all have butterflies because every game's important. We have to win, don't we? So let's see what happens. We've got Loki in the chat. How you doing, Loki? Good to see you, my friend. Hope you are well. Terry's in as well, of course. Terry's in. We know Terry's in. Morpheus says, where can I watch the game? It's on Sky Sports Football in the UK. I don't know whereabouts in the world you are, but it is on Sky Sports Football here in the UK. I think it's on Sky Sports Showcase, potentially. I'm not sure. But there you go. Terry says, Nathan, good evening, Richard. Picking up my new van. Oh, wow. So I need your top-notch confidence after. Oh, good luck with that, Terry. Hope your van's nice and nice, good van for you. Nathan's gone 2-0. Steve's gone 4-1. Loki's gone 4-1. Yeah, I mean, looking at the Arsenal lineup, very, very attacking, isn't it? So obviously, it looks like there's goals in it, but Brighton have been a decent team this season. They won away at Man City last week. They drew with Man United. They're a much, much better team than maybe some people are giving them credit for. But look at our team. I mean, wow, if we don't win this game, then questions will have to be asked, won't they, really? Let's be honest. But having said that, look at Man City's squad, Man City's team last week. Brighton still beat them. Obviously on 3-0 to Arsenal. That will do. Terry says, congrats to you. And on your run, another people. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, yesterday me and Paul did a park run, a new venue for us. I mean, Paul has been doing them for weeks now. I've only done this, only the second one I've done. I quite enjoyed it. It's by the seaside. It was a good run. It's on the other channel if you want to check that out. Gunnar Dan's gone 4-1 like I predicted the other day. Yeah, no, that's fine. We accept that. That's good. Rajan's here, my friend. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm kind of. I think I said, did I say 4-0, didn't I, the other night? I'm going to stick with 4-0 because it's a good attacking team, this, but it probably won't be that easy if I'm honest, because it never is. But anyway, let's go for a 4-0, shall we? Anyway, the teams that are coming out into the early winter, I suppose you could call it late autumn. It's kind of bright. It's in the Broadfield Stadium, which is at Crawley, of course, Crawley Town's ground, where Brighton women tend to play. Going down, so I'm not brave enough to predict a clean sheet like some people. No, well, I mean, I just think that one, we're going to get a clean sheet eventually, obviously, and why not today? I thought, this now looks like our kind of a set defence now, doesn't it? With Lotta and Amanda for the time being until Leah Williamson's back. I think they've had their moments. We're still shaky from set pieces, but I think we've worked on that. But Daniel says, I think 6-0. Wow, brilliant! That would be great, wouldn't it? 6-0. We scored 6 last week. Can we score 6 2 weeks in a row away from home? I don't know. I'd like to see it, of course, but I'm not sure if it'll quite go like that. They've got their second choice goalkeeper in as well, and Nikki Everard, who of course plays for Belgium. Is on the bench for some reason. I'm not quite sure why, but anyway, they've got 5 at the back to protect the goalkeeper, as we predicted that they would. Loki says plenty of goodness there. Yeah, there's a whole end behind the goal, isn't there? Packed with Arsenal fans, which is great to see. Arsenal, of course, do have the best support in the WSL. There's no doubt about that. Probably the best in Europe, actually, for actual support. Fans that go to the game, we've seen, haven't we, when the Emirates has been full, as it will be in a few weeks' time. So, yeah, I mean, what an exciting Arsenal team this is, by the way. I mean, yes, we've got Steph Catley's been rested. She's played a lot of football. Give her a rest. Katie McCabe can come in there, not a problem at all. And the fact that they're thinking that Arsenal may be lining up a 4-4-2, which would be unusual, wouldn't it? I suppose that makes sense, really, doesn't it, with Beth and Caitlin wide, Vicky and Kyra in the centre, and obviously Stina and Alessia up front. I mean, wow, if that is the case, if it is a 4-4-2, well, that would be really exciting, wouldn't it? I was thinking more maybe me playing more in a more central position. But anyway, that would be great. Let's see how we actually line up when the game kicks off, which is going to kick off very, very shortly, actually. So we're going to look at that. We're, a couple of minutes away from the kickoff here at Crawley. And, yeah, I'm excited to see how this Arsenal team performs, because every week there seems to be changes, doesn't there, in the Arsenal lineup. It's like Jonas is, yes, we've got a big squad. We've got a Champions League squad without Champions League football. That's obviously an issue. A lot of players and a lot of rotation. So we haven't really got a settled team, have we? So, 1 or 2 changes. Obviously, Beth coming in her first start. Wow, must be almost a year, isn't it, since that injury against Manchester United. Good to see her back in the starting lineup. And of course, Stina as well deserves a start. Stina, doesn't she? She's come off the bench. She's scored 3 games in a row now, and she's looked brilliant every time she's played. I think she's got 4 in her last 6 games, and she's only started 1 of them. So, it's good for her to get a start. hoping that she's got a good record here. Didn't she score 2 here last season, 2 here the season before? She scored 1 against them at home as well. So she knows how to score against Brighton, doesn't she? Anyway, it's going to be Brighton to kick off. They're in their blue and white striped shirts, blue shorts and blue socks. Arsenal, of course, in red and white today, as you would expect. It's going to be Brighton attacking the goal to our left in this first half. Terry has gone 5-1. If Jonas the God doesn't tell the Angels to rip them to shreds, yeah, I'm sure he will. Regenda says ground looks like Boreham. It does look a little bit like Boreham Wood, yeah, but it's obviously Broadfield Stadium at Crawley. It's a similar level of football, isn't it? That's probably why the grounds are quite similar. Anyway, it's going to be Brighton to get us off and underway here in this big WSL game. Of course, Chelsea with that 6-point lead at the top, but this is a game in hand for us, isn't it? So we need to win, cut that gap back to 3 points because, of course, we play them in a few weeks at the Emirates, don't we? Wow, what an exciting game that is looking set to be now, isn't it? And it's so important that we win now, isn't it, to close that gap. Anyway, it's going to be Brighton to kick off here at Crawley. We are off and underway in this WSL game. Big match here for the Arsenal. Where immediately we win the ball. It's Kyra Cooney Cross. What a game she had last week. Her first start. Katie McCabe plays a long ball forward, but it's easily cut out there by Maria Torres Dottir. And Arsenal have got Brighton actually, so we've got a throw over on that far side there, right. We've played 30 seconds. It's going to be the Chinese defender Menguin with this throw for Brighton. Gets the ball back again and plays it back. Brighton obviously setting up very defensively in this game. Of course, they're not going to. They saw us last week how open Leicester were. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward straight away over on that far side with Alessia Russo. She's done really well. Still got the ball inside the box. The referee's given a free kick to Brighton. A little bit too over-enthusiastic there, Alessia Russo. And it is a free kick to Brighton inside their own penalty area, which goalkeeper Bagali is going to take. I'm sure she used to play for Man United, didn't she? I'm not. Have I got that wrong? Anyway, she's going to take this goal kick. Terry says, have we not scored yet? No, we haven't. We haven't had a shot yet. Galadad says, hit the thumbs up, Gooners. Yeah, give us a thumbs up if you can. I think we're very close to 2,000 subscribers, or we were. I don't know if we've hit that yet. We might do during this game, hopefully. I think we're about 4 or 5 away, wouldn't we? Anyway, Beth Mead there gets stuck in, wins the ball in midfield. She does seem to be playing a little bit sort of more central than maybe they had it lined up before. But anyway, let's see. The ball's now back with Amanda Illerstadt inside the Arsenal penalty area. Plays it out to Lotta Woober-Moy. What a great season Lotta Woober-Moy's having. Bringing the ball forward now. Plays it up that far side. Touched off by Caitlin Ford to Katie McCabe, and Lotta gets it back again and just plays it back to Man, who's got a green top on and black shorts today, the Arsenal goalkeeper. Yes, we're overdue a clean sheet, aren't we? We haven't had a clean sheet since we played Brighton away last season, I think it was. I think that's our last clean sheet in May when we won that game 4-0. Lotta scored in that game, I think, didn't she? Oh, no, she scored against Everton, didn't she? We had them 2 games, didn't we, back-to-back, Everton and Brighton. I think we won 4-1 against Everton, didn't we? Anyway, it's going to be Menguin again with this throw for Brighton over on that far side. The fullback for Brighton, the Chinese defender. But Arsenal win that ball. Kyra Cooney Cross plays it to Amanda Illerstadt. Now it's with Noel Moritz, number 16 for Arsenal. Just touches it back to Amanda, new signing. Started to settle in, hasn't she, Amanda Illerstadt? A bit of a shaky start maybe, but she looks to be a lot more settled now, doesn't she? Lotta Woober-Moy plays that ball up the far side. It falls to Alessia Russo on halfway, plays it forward, looking for the running behind of Caitlin Ford, but Brighton just about managed to snuff that attack out and managed to scramble the ball clear over on that far side, but not for very long because Arsenal won it back. Kyra Cooney Cross it was. It's laid off by Russo. Ball played forward. That's a good ball into the space in behind, but Stina can't get there. And it runs through into the arms of the Brighton goalkeeper, Bagali. And it is still 0-0, 3.5 minutes played. Arsenal started this game pretty well. And, we've dominated the possession so far. We haven't created any chances yet, but you do feel as though it's going to come. Brighton do seem to be very defensively set up in this game, which is going to tend to suggest they're going to have a lot of pressure on them, which is going to probably eventually lead to us having some chances, isn't it? But Deborah says Brighton are fresh. No, yeah, I mean, they are. They had a good win last week, Brighton, didn't they, away from home? They had to soak up a lot of pressure in that game, conceded a lot of chances and hang on and got the goal at the end. So we know what they're all about. Paul says there, Brighton are the best team Chelsea have played this season. Expect a hard game. Yeah, I agree. They're a decent team. I just look at our lineup here, the attacking intent that we've got, and they're very defensively set up, aren't they? In fact, they're coming forward now. This is a good bit of football, actually. It's Turlin there, plays it out to that far side. Brighton coming forward for the first time inside the Arsenal penalty area, but Caitlin Ford's back doing her defensive duties there, and Arsenal managed to get the ball away. Not that convincingly to begin with, actually, but anyway, we've got it away now. And Brighton have managed to get possession back inside their own half. But that was the first bit of danger there, really, for Arsenal, wasn't it? That was not very convincing defending. And the ball played through there. Good defensive play there that time from Lotta Wuba-Moy. And we've got Atkunda there. Hello, live from Pearl of Africa, Uganda. Oh, well, we've got a Ugandan friend in. Good to see you. Of course, as we know, Amar's family are from Uganda. Amar, of course, was on the show on a Friday. And that's a good ball played forward, but Brighton just managed to get that clear before Russo. But Russo does win it back, and that's with Kyra Cooney-Cross. What a great debut from her, full debut from her last week. Katie McCabe over on that far side. Plays it back again to Kyra Cooney-Cross, the Australian. What a prospect she looks. What a fantastic footballer. So smooth, isn't she, in everything that she does. Plays that ball for. That's a good ball as well. Stina trying to hold it up and battling away for the ball. And Arsenal won it back. This good play from Stina. Now it's come to this near side. Noel Moritz got a little bit of space to run into. Plays it out wide to Beth Mead. First real involvement that she's had in an attacking sense, Beth. Plays the ball into the penalty. Vicky Palova's in there. Can she get a shot away? Cuts inside. She does get a shot away. It's deflected. Caitlin Ford on that far post. Can't direct it back towards the goal. In fact, she may well have been offside anyway. But I think it's going to be a goal kick to Brighton. Caitlin Ford says she didn't get a touch on that. I'm not really sure if she did. We'll maybe see a bit more here. Beth Mead did well, actually. Just played the ball into the box. Good run from Vicky Palova. She was looking to get a shot away there. She did with her left foot. It got deflected. But she wasn't offside, Caitlin Ford. Should that be a corner? Because maybe it came off the Brighton defender. Anyway, Brighton now trying to get the ball clear up this near side. But it's gone out of play. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal, which Noel Moritz is going to take. We've played 6.5 minutes. It is still Brighton 0, Arsenal 0. Arsenal been much the better team so far, but yet to test goalkeeper Sophie Bagali. But Arsenal in possession again with Vicky Palova. Exciting young midfield this for Arsenal, isn't it? Now it's Katie McCabe striding forward. That's a good ball through. Stina's inside the box. Can she get a shot away? She can. It's deflected wide. It's going to be the first corner for Arsenal. That's the threat that Stina posed, isn't it? That running behind the defence. Lovely ball from Katie McCabe. The angle was tight. The shot was on target, but it was deflected behind. Good defending, actually, from Brighton at full stretch there. That was Bergsvaden there with the clearance. But it is a corner to Arsenal. The first corner of the game, 7 minutes over on that far side. Taken quickly. Katie McCabe with a cross towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Lotta Wilbermoy's there. She can't direct her header on target. She's claimed it's come off the Brighton defender. I'm not sure if it did. It is going to be a goal kick to Brighton. This is good start this from Arsenal. Really good start. We've dominated these opening 7.5 minutes. We're looking really good. Mike says there, we are winning this. Yep, I would hope so. And the signs so far are definitely positive. But I've said this before, you know, when you're on top in a game, you're dominating and you need to get a goal, don't you? Because every single team in a game will always have spells. They'll always have moments. Brighton will have some spells in this game. They'll have some chances they'll create. And, you know, if you don't make the most of the opportunities that you get, it can come back to haunt you. It nearly did last week, didn't it? We found ourselves 2-0 down at Leicester at half-time, of course. But we're playing a lot more positively in the early stages here. Lots of Wilbermoy with this good ball to this near side. Noel Moritz, Arsenal's right back, plays the ball forward in to Alessia Russo. That's a lovely, it was almost a lovely ball to Beth Mead. Just a little bit too much on it. It's gone out for a throw to Brighton. A really big crowd in here at the Broadfield Stadium. The last few years we've played here, it's been half empty, hasn't it? But it's full today. Lots and lots of Arsenal fans there. I think Arsenal fans are getting really excited about this team, and why not? It's a very, very exciting looking team, isn't it? And playing some good football. And Beth Mead's won the ball back high up the pitch there, but it's bounced off her and it's gone behind for another goal kick to Brighton. Nearly 9 minutes played. It is still 0-0. But Arsenal have been much, much the better team. And we'll see, can Beth Mead... It's actually a year ago today since that injury against Manchester United. I've just said a year. I knew it was around about a year. And her first start. That's how long it takes. You see, that's how long it takes to come back from these injuries, you know, people saying, oh, when's Beth going to be back? When's Viv going to be back? This is how long it takes. It takes a long time to recover from those sort of injuries. Beth's back, her first start. It's a great moment for her, isn't it? Let's hope she can have a big contribution in this game. She certainly started pretty well. Great defending there from Lotte Wubben-Moy again. She has been so good for Arsenal this season and towards the end of last season as well. Evagenie says there, what is it with Catley? I think she's just rested. She's on the bench. She's played a lot of football, and I think maybe she's just rested her today. They've just rested her today. Obviously, Katie McCabe can play there, and I think it suits her better. She's coming forward now from that left-back position. Katie McCabe striding forward. This is a good run. She's got Caitlin Ford ahead of her. She now finds Caitlin Ford, the Australian. She's going to have a run here into the penalty area. Can she get a cross in? She puts her ball in towards the near post, headed out, headed back in again by Vicky Plover it was, and Brighton struggled to clear that away, but they have managed to, but only as far as Lotte Wubben-Moy. Now it's back with Kyra Cooley cross, and it's back with Lotte again. That's a good ball forward. Vicky Plover plays the ball in, looking for the run of Stina. Good defending though that time from Emma Kohlberg, I think it was. It's gone out though for a throw to Arsenal, which Katie McCabe is going to take over on that far side. Brighton 0, Arsenal 0. Arsenal looking to get this job done quickly here. We've really started this game at a real high tempo, but so far we haven't really tested the goalkeeper Sophie Bagali yet, but we have only played 10 minutes, so there's plenty of time. Let's see if Arsenal can create something here. It is Vicky Plover on halfway, plays the ball up that far side. Caitlin Ford touches it off to Katie McCabe, gets it back again. Caitlin Ford, this is good play from Arsenal. She gets across in. She does, looking towards the near post. Cleared away though by Brighton. I think that was Bergvand again, but it has gone. The ball's now on the roof of that stand over on the far side. And it is a throw to Arsenal, which Katie McCabe takes to Lotte Wubben-Moy, gets it back again. Katie McCabe plays the ball forward to Vicky Plover. This is really good stuff from Arsenal. It's back out again to Katie McCabe. Lovely play on the edge of the box. Gets a cross in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Falls to Stina. Shot's blocked. Second effort. It's gone in. It's 1-0. Stina scored. 11 minutes played. The pressure's finally paid off. A little bit of a scrappy goal in some ways. The first shot, Stina didn't really get hold of it too well. It hit the defender, came back to her, and she has fired it in to the roof of the net. And that can only mean one thing. In fact, that's a great finish, actually, chipping it over the keeper. The first effort was a bit of an air shot, in actual fact. And the ball just came back to her and then lifted it over the keeper. That's a very good finish, that, actually, to be fair. And Arsenal lead. We said we needed a goal from this early pressure, and that's 4 in a row for Stina. She is in great form, isn't she? Morphy says 1-0 to the Arsenal. Indeed it is. Eugenie says she'll have a laugh about it, and I'm sure she will have a laugh about it later, yeah. What a great finish, though. Second time around into the top corner there, chipped it over the keeper. And Arsenal lead. Aloki says, get in. Steve says, great start. Indeed it is. Gouda Des says 1-0 to the Arsenal. Yeah, Wayne says Stina, baby, indeed. Nathan says boom. Evelini says ha, good. Yeah, it was a great goal, and Arsenal deserved that as well. There's no doubt. We've been a much better team, and it's been rewarded. And we are 1-0 up. And now this is the platform, isn't it? Now we saw the problems we had last week, going 2-0 down. This is a platform now to go on and get this job done. Now we're coming forward again. Vicky Plover now. Noel Moritz, who's had a good start to this game, finds Beth Mead on this near side. Beth Mead lines a cross up. It's a good cross into the 6-yard box. Looking for Stina again. Good defensive play though from Brighton that time. Comes back to Beth. And now it's a throw to Arsenal. Dendra says, a good dummy with the first shot. That gave her the chip. Yeah, well, I don't know if it was a dummy, but yeah, it worked well, didn't it, in the end? It was a bit of an air shot. The ball just stayed where it was. He maybe caught the defence out a little bit, and they were off guard a little bit, and then she was able to chip that in. But it was a good finish. Terry says, I can't see how Stina gets in the team. All she does is score goals. I know, it's terrible, isn't it? You're right. You know what I mean? She's on the bench. She comes on. She scores. She starts in the team. She scores. It's just ridiculous. I mean, what even is she doing? Anyway, Amanda's now in possession for Arsenal. Plays it back to Manu Zinsberg. What a great start to this game it's been from Arsenal. And I say it's been rewarding. That's what you've got to do. You know, you've got to turn your dominance into goals. Otherwise, it means nothing. Or a mistake at the back. Can Stina get in again? All good defensive play in the end. Again, that was Menguin there. Just almost got herself a little bit of trouble there, but she managed to get back at Stina. Stina was going to maybe have a little run through on goal again. And it's another goal for Stina, a 6th goal of the season. It's only her 2nd start as well. Wow, what a record that she's got. I mean, I said last season I thought she was in with a chance of winning the Golden Boot. Didn't quite happen in the end. She scored 18 goals in all competitions, but I think this season, although she might end up playing less minutes, I think she's going to score more goals, and she's proved that already. She's got 6 already this season, and what's that? Is that 4 in the? It's 4 in the WSL, isn't it? So she'll be up there as one of the leading scorers again, and I'm sure this is going to be her season. She looks really, really sharp in front of goal, doesn't she? Last season she was criticised, obviously, for missing a few chances in certain games, but when it mattered, she found a net, didn't she, in those big games towards the end of the season. And I think she's obviously working on her. She's worked on her finishing. You can see how much more sharper she is in front of goal now. The chance comes, and you know she's going to score almost, don't you? You almost know that she's going to score, and as a striker, that must be a great feeling to have. And she's just got herself a really, really important goal in this game. And Arsenal lead 1-0. We've not even played 15 minutes yet, which is good, isn't it? So it's the signs are looking good, aren't they? Most of us have predicted a fairly routine victory for Arsenal today, and that's the case so far. But Brighton are coming forward now on that far side. It's going to be Katie Robertson with the cross. The header comes in, but it's not a great header at the near post, and Noel Moritz can just clear this away up this near side. It was I'm not sure who got the header in there, actually. It was a decent crossover from Katie Robertson, dug it out, and it was a defender getting forward. Menguin actually there got a head on it, but wasn't able to direct it towards the goal, and it has gone. I also managed to clear it away. Brighton back in possession inside at their own half, and it was Caraboldi there plays it back to the goalkeeper, Bagali. And it's gone out now for a throw to Brighton on this near side. Brighton suddenly stepping up the quality a little bit. We've got Quirty there says Arsenal games really shown live on the FA player. I think it's because they're on Sky. This is on Sky. I think if the game's on Sky or on BBC, I don't think the FA player can show them because of the TV rights and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's probably why a lot of Arsenal games are on TV, aren't they? That's probably why they're not on the FA player. I would say that must be the reason. But yeah, obviously before the games were on Sky, FA player was a place to watch them, wasn't it? But that's what happens when Sky get involved. Obviously more money gets into the game, which is a positive, I suppose, but that's one of the downsides. Greg says there, we have got the best goal scoring coach in the league. We have indeed, of course. We have Kelly Smith, as we know. Arsenal coming forward now with Vicky Palova looking for more goals. Oh, she's just run into a bit of trouble though, and now Brighton have got a counter-attacking opportunity. This is how they did Man City last week, didn't they? It is Pauline Bremner, of course. We know a lot about her, don't we, from her days at Wolfsburg. She's inside the penalty. Brilliant defending there from Lotta Mubamoy again. Wow, she is playing really well in this game. That's a good ball forward as well. Can Stina get in? Stina's got in behind the defence. She's got 2 defenders to beat. And she's got a little bit of an injury there, actually. She wanted to go down, and now she has gone down. And she just got clattered into one of the defenders there. Looked like she had to go off on her own, and she did get clipped there actually. And you could see that she didn't want to. Oh, she ran straight into the defender actually. She winded there potentially. I'm not really sure there, but she's got a bit of an injury, Stina. She did. Oh, that was a bit of a clash there with the defender. I think it was Carabaldi there, and Stina was obviously feeling the effects of that still. She just got back to her feet again. I'm not sure if it's a free kick. I'm not sure what the referee's given actually. Anyway, they're just going to show that goal again. The cross came in, wasn't very well defended, and the first shot she completely miskicked it, and then the second one she chipped it in. Absolutely brilliant. Excellent stuff there. We've got Otiena says there the start 11 looked decent. We need an upgrade on Maritza at right back. Well, technically we've got one, haven't we, in Laura Wainwrighter, but obviously she's injured at the minute. We've got Arsenal for Life in. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, so obviously Laura Wainwrighter will end up being the first choice. Well, I think Numbridge is all right. She's maybe not past her best, if you like, but she's still a good player. Anyway, Beth Mead now in possession on this near side. Numbridge has gone outside her. Beth Mead goes past a couple of defenders, moves in field, and then switches the ball over to that far side to Katie McCabe. Arsenal looking in complete control of this game. Oh, that's a poor touch though from Laura, Alicia Russo, but Amanda steps in. Now it is Noel Moritz on this near side. Good ball into the box. Oh, Vicky tried to thread it on there to Beth Mead. She hasn't made that run though, Beth Mead. And you can see Beth maybe looking a little bit lacking a little bit of sharpness still, isn't she? She works her way back, but that's going to come, isn't it? No doubt it will. It's good to see her getting her first start for a year. Wow. Stina battling away for the ball again. Sorry, it was Alessia Russo battling away for the ball again now. But Brighton do come away with it. And it's now gone back to goalkeeper Sophie Bagari. But Stina's in there quickly and almost forces a mistake. Arsenal pressing high up the pitch. And we have won the ball now. Vicky Palova inside the box finds Stina. Is she going to get a shot away? It's blocked. She has scored twice on both 2 occasions that she's played here for Arsenal. She's got an opportunity to do that now because she's already got 1 goal very early on. That cross from Katie McCabe is overhit though. It's gone behind for a goal kick. It is Brighton 0, Arsenal 1. It is Stina Blackstenius with the goal. Of course, I say she got 2 here last year and 2 here the season before, so she's well on target for that as well. Nathan says, I love the pressing. Yeah, that's one of the features of Jonas's team, isn't it? Since he's took charge, you know, this high press up the pitch. And when we do it well, and we do it with the energy that we're showing today, it's very, very effective, isn't it? Kyra Cooney Cross now coming forward, plays the ball off, and that's Noel Moritz, plays it back to Amanda Ilestat. Arsenal looking in really, really good form. You can see this run of 5 wins in a row has made a massive difference. We're coming forward again. Russo spreads the ball through. Beth Mead on his near side. The flags up for... Was that offside against Beth, was it? Or was it maybe earlier on in that move? I'm not sure. Beth did look offside. But, yeah, it was early on. I think it was Russo maybe just before that was offside. And it's going to be a free kick to Brighton, very central. Deep in their half. It's played forward. It's flicked on by Elizabeth Turland, I think it was. But Noel Moritz is there, plays it back to goalkeeper Manu Zinsberger. 21 minutes played, so we're nearly at the halfway point in this first half. It's been all Arsenal. It's been a really dominant Arsenal performance, and we lead, fully deserve that lead as well. A totally different first half to last week at Leicester, isn't it? And we needed it to be. It looks like lessons have been learned. And Lotta Woober-Moy just defends it out there under pressure from Katie Robinson. The 2 England Lionesses there in combat, and Lotta comes out on top. And it is a goal kick to Arsenal. And Manu Zinsberg has not had a lot to do, has she, so far? And she's going to have to take this goal kick. So give her something to do, won't it? Because she's had very little action so far. And it is Stina Blackstenius' goal that has given Arsenal the lead. 4 games in a row now she scored in. What a run she's on. Anyway, Manu goes long with this goal kick towards halfway. And it was a header there by the Brighton defender, Bergsvan. But Arsenal again have won the ball. Amanda Ilestat wins that header. And Stina's battling away for the ball there. But Brighton do come away with it. Wayne says Lotta Woober-Moy have been really good so far. Yeah, no, she definitely has. She's been brilliant so far. I think she had a great season, actually. Yes, 1 or 2, you know, little lapses in concentration. But, I mean, you know, so far in 8 or 9 games that we've played, she's been really, really good. And we've needed her to step up without Leah Williamson in the team. So, you know, brilliant credit to her. Terry says only 2 more likes for 2-0. We need at least 50 likes. Yeah, we do. We need at least 50. And in fact, we needed at least, was it 5 or 6 new subscribers as well? So let's hope that we've got them to get. I'll check at half time. We've got Lee in the chat. Hi, Rich. Great to see you as usual. Come on, you guys. Indeed, yeah. Thanks for joining us again, mate. Good to see you. Is 1-0 to Arsenal, which is a score that we've got a lot of affection for over the years. Anyway, Brighton are coming forward now, looking to change that. They're coming forward on this near side with Pauline Bremner, but the ball's gone out of play. Of course, it was Pauline Bremner who scored that Champions League winner at the Emirates, wasn't it, back in May in extra time that knocked us out of Europe. So we definitely we owe her one, don't we, today, certainly. And so far, so good for this Arsenal team that have started this game really, really positively, you have to say. So I think the lessons from last week look as though they've been learned. We're pressing the play all the time. We're not giving Brighton a second on the ball. It's a long ball forward, almost got Stina in again, but that was good defending that time from Brighton. Header away, and Amanda puts her head down there actually into the flying boots and managed to head that ball away. Good defending from Amanda Ilestat as well. Wayne says it's insane. Bremner is a Brighton. It does seem insane, but I think this is the the WSL now is, I think, as a league as a whole, I think it's the strongest league that there is. and more of the top players are coming over. Obviously, there's a little bit more money in now with the Sky TV deal and what have you, bigger crowds and everything else. And I think that it's more of an attractive proposition, the WSL now, than it's ever been. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again. Steen trying to thread the ball through to Caitlin Ford. It comes to Russo on the edge of the box. Shots deflected wide. It's going to be another corner. Every time Arsenal come forward, you can sense panic in that Brighton defence. And the chances are falling now quick and fast. And you do imagine it won't be long until we get another goal if we keep playing like this. We played 25 minutes. It is a corner to Arsenal. Beth Mead is going across to that far side to take it. And Arsenal looking to push home this advantage. Terry says, Steve, it's about 1:30 in the morning where you are. Yeah, it probably is about that time for Steve. He's in Australia, of course, and very early in the morning now. Anyway, this corner comes in from Beth Mead towards the end. 6 up, lots of Wilburn-wise header. She was always stretching to reach that, and it's gone behind. Steve says it's 1:25. Well, there you go. 1:25 in the morning for Steve, and he's joined us. Thank you very much for your support again, as always. And hopefully you're enjoying the game. It's been a good Arsenal performance. It's been worth getting up, or not as much getting up early for, staying up for, because it's been a good Arsenal performance, hasn't it, so far? So is that 1:25 a.m. on Monday morning or on Sunday morning? I can't remember if you're ahead or behind us. I always get confused. But anyway, it's good that you're staying up and watching with us, because it's definitely been worth it so far, isn't it? It's been an impressive Arsenal performance, and it could get better. Yeah, Alessia Russo. She likes to drop deep. You see, this is how it works with Russo and Steiner, because Russo's quite happy. I mean, she just played the ball back to Manu Zinsberger on the, she drops really deep, and Steiner's going to offer that threat in behind. And I think the two together can really work and does really work. And we've seen it already today. Steiner's got herself a goal. So yeah, I'd like to see this as the way we maybe play going forward, actually, because I think it works. So it's Monday. So it's Monday morning, is it? Well, I mean, if I had work on Monday morning, I don't think I'd be staying up at 1:30 in the morning to watch the game, no matter how excited I was about it. Anyway, Brighton with a shot from distance, but it's gone harmlessly wide of that post, and it's gone into the Arsenal fans behind that goal. It was, of course, the ex-Arsenal player Vicky Losada, ex-Manchester City player as well, of course, the Spaniard with that shot. I'm sure she would love a goal, wouldn't she, against Arsenal today? Vicky Losada never quite made it Arsenal, did she? Really, not quite ever got a settled kind of place in the team, did she? She was a good player. Of course, she was a good player. She was very young, of course, when she played for Arsenal. She did score 5 goals. Anyway, it is now Steiner's dropping deep this time to link the play. They're both prepared to do that, aren't they, these two forwards? Terry says, if Steve can watch at 1:30 in the early hours of the morning, surely the chat can like and subscribe. Exactly, yeah. There's no reason. There's no excuse, is there, really? Let's be honest. No one else is probably sitting up at 1:30 in the morning except Steve watching us. So if it's not 1:30 in the morning where you are, please give us a like. And I say, if you are new, subscribe as well, because we're we were close to 2,000. I will check at half time, see if we've reached that target yet. Or there's a shot comes in there from Zignotti there, which goes high over the bar. It's gone out for a goal kick again to Arsenal. Brighton just had a couple of little moments there. Probably the best moments that Brighton have had in this first half. And we've played 28 minutes. And it's been dominant Arsenal performance. But I say, every team has moments in a game, don't they? And Brighton are having a couple of little moments now. We just need to just be calm and keep settled, and I'm sure we can get back to that dominance that we had earlier on in the game. Vicky Palova was just giving away a free kick there, pushing the back on one of the Brighton players. I'm not sure which Brighton player it is. She's holding the back of her head. She might need some treatment here. In fact, it's Vicky Losada. It was Vicky Palova there in the back of her, trying to win that ball. Went right through the back of her there, pushed her in the back. It was a clear foul. And it is a free kick to Brighton. I don't know what she's holding the back of her head for. She was pushed in the back. But anyway, that's the Spaniards for you, I guess. They'd like to make the most of any contact, don't they? It's ingrained in them, really, isn't it? Right all the way through. Anyway, it's a free kick to Brighton, midway inside the Arsenal half. It's very central, this. It is going to be, Vicky Losada's over it. Zignotti's over it as well. It is going to be the Swede. Puts it in towards the penalty area. Good header away there by Amanda Illerstadt. The ball's recycled again by Katie Robinson. Not a great ball. Now Arsenal got a counter-attacking chance, but actually there's nobody forward for Arsenal. And it's just going to be nice and easily dealt with by Emma Kohlberg. Another Swede in this game. Of course, it is a Swede that's got the only goal Stina Blackstenius. 6th goal of the season for Arsenal. What an important player she is for this team. Starting today, she deserved a start. She's got a start, and she's just pressured Brighton there into a mistake, and it's a throw to Arsenal on this near side. And it's there. It's Alessia Russo there, runs into a defender, and the two have gone down, and it's a free kick to Brighton. Overstretched a little bit there, Alessia, to get that ball. It was Caraboli there that she fouled. She just stretched a little bit too far ahead of her the ball. She had to stretch Alessia, and she's just caught the Brighton defender. And it is going to be a free kick to the hosts here at Crawley Town's ground, Broadfield Stadium. Brighton 0, Arsenal 1. 30 minutes on the clock. And overall, it's been a good 30 minutes. But last 5 or so minutes, Arsenal have just dropped off a little bit. And Brighton have had 1 or 2 moments. But Arsenal have won the ball back over on that far side. It was Katie McCabe and Caitlin Ford now. And now it's gone out for a throw to Brighton over on that far side. But it's been a good start this from Arsenal. And it is the defender Carabali there. Back on her feet again. The Colombian. It's a long throw up the line, but Arsenal win it. Now it's with Caitlin Ford. It's not a great ball, actually. She was looking for Kyra Cooney cross on there. Brighton have got a counter-attacking opportunity on this near side. It's with Emma Corber, plays the ball in. But again, Arsenal defended it well. We've defended well, actually, in this opening 30 minutes here today. Not that Brighton have put too many crosses in the box, which is our weakness, of course. But we are defending well. And the midfield's defending well as well, which I think is important. But we're just giving the ball away again. A couple of sloppy moments that we faced. That was Caitlin Ford there. Everton says, looks like me like we're missing Kim. Yeah, I would say, obviously, we're going to miss Kim, the captain. But I do think this new look midfield of Vicky Pullover and Kyra Cooney Cross, you know, they're 2 young players. They've got a lot of energy. A lot of quality as well, and I think that's going to be the future, isn't it? Those 2 playing in that midfield area, and yes, of course, we miss Kim's leadership, we miss her drive, and everything else. But yes, she's injured at the minute and she's not playing. But it's good to see these young players, isn't it? You know, coming in and proving that there is going to be life after. Players like Kim Little's not going to be around forever. She's going to have to retire at some point. She's not getting any younger, and it's good that we've got these young players now in this team that can come in. Anyway, Brighton now coming forward themselves, looking for an equaliser. But again, Arsenal defended that well. Good play from Alessia Russo. She just won a free kick as well. It's going to be the first yellow card of the afternoon, and it is going to go to the Brighton player. I didn't see who it was, and it is going to be a yellow card. It is Vicky Lasada, actually, who's got that yellow card. We've got Miss Pink Socks in the chat. Is McCabe skipper today? Yeah, she's skipper. Of course, we knew she would be skipper today without Kim Little in the team. And it is Vicky Lasada there. It was a little bit of a late challenge there on Russo, who was just about to start a counter-attack for Arsenal. See, that's worth a yellow card, isn't it? Because it stopped that counter-attack from happening. And I do think that's something that deserves a yellow card. Anyway, that's a good ball up the line from Maritz to Beth Mead. Beth Mead's done well inside the penalty area. Beth Mead, the pullback was cut out there. She was looking for Alessia Russo, and Brighton managed to deal with that. But now we're pressing hard to the pitch again. Vicky Pullover's in there, and Beth Mead's in there as well. And now Vicky Pullover again, a little bit of space inside the box. Can she get a shot? And she tries to find Stina Blackstenius that time, but Brighton managed to scramble the ball clear. This is better from Arsenal again. We've just upped the tempo just slightly, and we've got a throw over on this near side. It's going to be Noel Moritz with it. This has been a little bit better there from Arsenal. We just had a bit of a lull, didn't we, for 5 minutes? Maybe a little bit of a breather, perhaps, after this fast start. But we started pressing again, and it's almost created an opportunity to go. It's a throw, though, in line with the Brighton penalty area. Noel Moritz with it. Finds Russo, gets it back. Noel Moritz plays out the line again to Russo, battling for this ball on this near side. There's a bit of a scramble going on there, but Arsenal do come away with the ball with Noel Moritz. And it is now going to be a throw to Brighton. Terry says, my favourite name in the chat, Miss Pink Socks. Good to have you back again. Yeah, it's a good name, isn't it? It is a great name. And we're good to see you again. We've got some great names, actually, haven't we? We've got Magnificent Jaffar's a great name as well, let's be honest. Not with us so far. I'm sure he'll be with us soon. Anyway, is Brighton in possession now inside their own half? We played 33 minutes. It is Brighton 0, Arsenal 1. Stina Blackstenius with the goal. She's now trying to put the goalkeeper Bagali under pressure, but she's gone clear, and that's going to go behind. Is it? No, it isn't, because Katie McCabe keeps it in well over on that far side. The Arsenal captain today, well, captain again. Now Brighton are looking to launch a counter attack. Pauline Bremner is coming forward. She's going to try a shot from distance. No, she plays out to this near side instead. It's a decent ball, but the cross isn't great. Amanda Illestat deals with that. Wasn't a great clearance, but that's not a great touch. And now Arsenal got a counter-attacking opportunity. Kyra Cooney cross finds Caitlin Ford over on that far side. Brighton's racing to get back. The ball played out to the far side. This is good play, this from Arsenal. Caitlin Ford again in possession on the edge of the box. Plays the ball in to Kyra Cooney. Cross does well. Finds Beth Mead on the edge of the area. Can Beth Mead get a shot away? Instead, she plays the ball out to this near side. Noel Moritz. Arsenal looking for this second goal. Beth Mead again. Can she whip a cross in? She does whip a cross in. Oh, it was a really good ball, actually. Looking towards the far post. Caitlin Ford comes in, but it's gone out. It was a great ball there. No one was attacking it, actually. And it's gone behind for a goal kick. Lovely cross that was there from Beth. You wanted Stina or Alessia there to be attacking that, and it would have probably been a second goal, because it was a really, really dangerous ball, but there was nobody there, and in the end, Brighton got away with that one. In fact, there's only been one shot on target from either team, and it is the goal, funnily enough. And we played 36 minutes, so it's been a good performance from us, but we're not maybe creating as many opportunities with our great players maybe we should be. And we're coming forward again. That's a great ball from Amanda Illestat. Now, Beth Mead's in on this near side. Beth Mead inside the area. Is she going to get a shot away? She's crowded out there by 2 or 3 defenders. She was bundled over in the box there. She's claiming a penalty. Referee not interested. And Brighton bring the ball away. Maybe she needed to just make a quicker decision there, Beth. Again, maybe it comes down to that sharpness of being out for so long. Maybe have a shot earlier or dink a cross in. Instead, she maybe just delayed a little bit too long, and defender was able to come back across. I think it was Kohlberg, and Brighton managed to deal with that little problem that they had. But yeah, just she's still lacking a little bit of sharpness, Beth, isn't she? But I say it will come with more minutes on the pitch, obviously. That's all it's going to take, isn't it? Terry says, come on, chat, 3 more likes for 2-0 before half. So it'd be nice. A cross comes in there from Brighton, but Manu Zinsberger's there. She's not been tested at all so far. Brighton have had 1 shot. Oh, no, I think 2 shots, and they've both gone high over the crossbar, haven't they? But just showing that. Look at this again. Beth was claiming a penalty. She pulled the ball back. I mean, she did. The defender did have a hand on her. It was Karabali, but I don't know. I think Beth was already on her way down. I don't think that was a penalty, to be fair, and it wasn't given anyway. So it wasn't a penalty because the ref never gave it. Anyway, that's a good ball from Amanda to Noel Moritz. I think Amanda Illistat's had a good first half as well, actually. She's looked really strong defensively, and she's been good on the ball. Probably her best game of the season, actually, so far. And it's been a good performance from Arsenal all round. Beth's just gone down with a head injury there. It was Karabali again. Those two have had a bit of a battle, haven't they, out there on this pitch today? And Beth's just got a knock on the back of her head. Hopefully she's going to be okay. What she landed on her, actually, it was the way that she landed on her, the Brighton defender. I'm sure Beth will be okay, but yeah, it's not nice when you get the full force of a defender landing on top of your head, is it? It's not a nice thing at all. But anyway, it is a little break in play now, so we will get some stoppage time at the end of this first half. We played 38 minutes, and overall it's been a good 38 minutes, but we maybe should be more than 1 goal ahead in the dominance that we've had in this game, in the way that we've played, the possession that we've had, the pressing that we've done. Although we're not creating too many chances, you know, we maybe should have got more goals. Of course, after this game, it is a Manchester derby, isn't it? Manchester United against Manchester City. That is going to probably be a good game, isn't it? And, you know, depending on how we get on today, we could maybe do with some points being dropped there, couldn't we, for Manchester United? But anyway, we need to win this game first before we worry about anybody else. And I mean, I always look at it anyway. I don't tend to look too much on other teams' results. It's more, can we win our games? Are we going to win our games? If we do, to me, that's all we can do. Focus on ourselves, win our games. And if other teams drop points, they drop points. And if they don't, they don't. It's the same with Chelsea, isn't it? You know, we've got a 3-point gap now between, well, 6 points at the minute. If we win this game, it'll be 3 points. And all we can do is keep winning our games and hope that Chelsea may lose some points here and there. We still got to play Chelsea twice, of course. So those games are in our hand, aren't they, to get some points there. But, you know, I don't tend to worry too much about our team's going to drop points. Let's do our job. That's all we can do. And then we can only wait and see what happens elsewhere. Anyway, Arsenal in possession now. Manu Zinsberger goes long with his kick. It wasn't a great kick, actually, and Brighton do win the header, but Arsenal picked the ball up again with Vicky Palova, who's also having a good game. In fact, everyone's played well for Arsenal. Terry says, I blame the chat for not hitting the like button. Yeah, maybe that's the reason. That's why we haven't scored another goal. I think Terry's right. So come on, guys, let's hit that like button. Let's get the second goal before half time so we can maybe relax a little bit more. A 1-goal lead, as well as we've played, a 1-goal lead is not the most secure lead, is it? Let's be honest. And especially with a team that hasn't kept a clean sheet for a very, very long time, it makes it even less of a good lead to have, doesn't it? So we do need a second goal, and let's get it before half time. Amanda Illistat now plays it square to Lotta Woober-Moy. Pings the ball out to that far side. What a great ball that is, by the way, to Caitlin Ford. A really good play. Caitlin Ford inside the box. Tries to go around the outside. Can't quite get the cross in. Plays the ball back instead to Vicky Palova just inside the penalty area. Vicky Palova in possession. Caitlin Ford's gone around the outside. Vicky's twisting and turning. Can she get a cross in? She finds Caitlin Ford instead. Can Caitlin Ford get a cross in? Brighton are defending this well. They're preventing the ball coming into their box, which is what they need to do. But we've still got possession with Russo. Turns away from goal, though. There's good defending that from Brighton. Arsenal still in possession. Cooney Cross plays it back to Woober-Moy. A lot of double-barreled names in the team today, which makes it a little bit more confusing. Anyway, Lotta there plays the ball square to Amanda Illistat inside the centre circle. Plays the ball forward. It's flicked on. Steener's onto that quickly. She's got Caitlin Ford over on that far side. In fact, there's an offside flag up there. Was it Steener that came back from an offside position? I think it was. The ball initially was intended for Alessia Russo. She almost let it run through to Steener behind her. Maybe that was why Steener was offside, because the ball wasn't initially intended for her. And had Steener got it and held it up, then Steener would have been back on. Had Alessia got that and held it up, Steener would have been able to get back on side. But anyway, it is a free kick instead to Brighton. Into the last 3.5 minutes of this first half. There'll be some stoppage time. Terry says there, the bloke doing my paperwork is getting the right hump with me listening to you. Well, tell him to bugger off, mate. This is more important, isn't it? You know, he should be trying to enjoy the show. Get him to like and subscribe, and then we'll be fine. Anyway, that's a long ball forward from Brighton. It comes to Lotta Woober-Moy, and she just dinks the ball again to Noel Morris. What a great first half Lotta's had. We've said it a couple of times, and we're going to keep saying it because she's very, very underrated, Lotta, isn't she? She should be getting a lot more appearances for England. And hopefully, if she keeps playing like this, she will. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward now. Steiner, Blackstairs. That's a great ball out to that far side to Caitlin Ford. Good defending though there. Actually, that was good defending from, I think it was Maria Torres-Dottir for Brighton. Looks as though Caitlin Ford was going to be in there. Dan says there, he's probably a United fan. So, yeah, he probably is, yeah. If it's in Herne Bay, he probably will be, won't he? Because he obviously won't be. If he's a Man United fan, he definitely won't be from Manchester, will he? Because none of them are. Anyway, it's a free kick to Arsenal. And we are into the last 2.5 minutes of normal time at the end of this. It's first half. It's been a good first half from Arsenal, but we haven't got the goals that maybe our dominance has deserved. But, you know, you've got to get the goals, haven't you? That's what football's about. We've said it with the men's team enough. Having possession on its own is not, is not always what's needed. Brighton now with a chance. Shot comes in. Manu Zinsberger has to make her first save. Comfortable save. A little switch off there at the back from Arsenal. And it was just a simple ball played over the top there. Lotta was a little bit slow reacting and Brighton almost got in there. And the shot came in, but it was fairly comfortable for Manu Zinsberger. I think it was Pauline Bremner actually there. And Nemesis came back there. Actually, wasn't it? It was Elizabeth Turner, sorry, the Brighton's top scorer. Anyway, now Arsenal looking to get that second goal before half-time. Caitlin Ford over on that far side. Caitlin Ford looking to try and get a cross in. Plays the ball back instead to goal scorer Stina Blackstenius. Oh, she maybe just let the ball run across a little bit too much there. Anyway, Amanda Illistat's won it back. She's had a good game as well in this first half. Wayne says there, that pass by KCC, it was great. Yeah, it was a really good pass. And it almost brought about an opportunity for Arsenal to get that second goal. it's looking a bit more unlikely now, isn't it? In before half time, as the time's ticking down. Bongo Goonies in the chat here, my friend. He says, "Come on, you guys, indeed. How are we doing? We're doing really well. We've played really well. We've got the goal, obviously, and we've dominated most of the game. But we're not creating a lot of chances. Brighton have got 5 at the back. They're defending well, but you know, apart from the goal, I think the goal's our only shot on target. Although we've played well, we've dominated the game. We're pressing high, but not creating too much. And Brighton just had an opportunity of their own. Their first shot on target as well produced a save from Manu Zinsberger from Elizabeth Turland, who's Brighton's top scorer this season with 4 goals. Katie McCabe slices that clearance a little bit. It's gone out for a throw to Brighton down by that far side corner flag. It says in the chat there, I just got here. Do we know why Viv is not on the bench? Yeah, she's injured. She picked up a little injury. It's nothing to worry about. It was a little muscle injury that she got last week in the warm-up at Leicester, and she's not quite recovered enough today. So that's all it is. It's nothing to worry about. She's just got a little injury, that's all. Go there, remember to hit the like and subscribe. Yes, please, guys, do that. That would be great. Much appreciated. And hopefully Arsenal can get this second goal. But we're into just coming up to all stoppage time now at the end of this first half, which has been a good, it's been a really good first half from Arsenal, but we do need a second goal. Maybe we'll get it now on this counter-attack. Beth Mead, we've seen to have players over here. Oh, Beth Mead there just took a little bit of a loose touch, and Brighton have won the ball and now almost had a chance there, but Kyra Cooney crosses there and managed to win that ball back. Adonis says there, Lotta Rubenmoy sounds German. Maybe the English manager thinks she's German. I think it's actually Dutch. I think she's got Dutch in her family, and I think it's more of a Dutch name than German. So, which is strange because the England manager is Dutch, so you'd think that she would kind of have figured that out, really, wouldn't you? Anyway, it's going to be 4 minutes of stoppage time. We need to be a little bit today, and it looks as though there is. Loki's just reminded us there 4 minutes. There is. That cross comes in. Lotta gets a header, and Manu Zinsberger comes and claims that ball. The last couple of games, she's looked a lot better from crosses, hasn't she, Manu, into the box? So maybe she's been working on that as well. And we've looked fairly solid defensively today. Just that one little mistake there at the back that gave Brighton a chance a couple of moments ago. But other than that, we've defended well. We've looked solid. We've looked strong. And going forward, we've looked dangerous without really creating too much. But anyway, we are winning 1-0. And that is, you know, away from home, you'll take it all down, won't you? And we've still got 3 minutes left of stoppage time here. Miss Pinksock says a lot of word more often comments Dutch phrases on Instagram. Yeah, I think she does speak Dutch as well. I mean, obviously that's from her family side as well. That's where, you know, that's where the name comes from. So yeah, she's got Dutch, definitely got Dutch blood. So I'm surprised Serena doesn't maybe pick her a bit more. But anyway, Brighton coming forward now, looking for this equaliser before half time, across into the box. Noam Rich is out at the far post, just heads it behind. Difficult ball to defend that when it bounces in front of you there. And there was Elizabeth Turland was just behind her, and she couldn't really take too many chances with that. In fact, it was Vicky Lasada behind her, but no, Pauline Bremner, sorry. And in the end, she's put it behind for a corner though to Brighton. We've got 2 minutes of stoppage time left. We've been vulnerable from set pieces, haven't we? We need to defend this one better than we have done some of the previous ones this season. And it's going to be an opportunity for Brighton to get an equaliser before half time. The corner comes in, it goes deep. The header comes back in. Oh, and the save there from Manu Zinsberger there. I don't know if that header was going. It looked as though it may have been going wide. Let's have a look here. It was all the way to the far post. The header came in. Well, that was going in at the near post. That's a good save, actually. Wow, that was a really important save as well. A free header, that was a bit of a worry there. It was just going to bounce inside the post. Good goalkeeping there from Manu Zinsberger. Got across and forced it behind. It is another corner though for Arsenal to defend. We're into the final minute of stoppage time at the end of this first half. The corner comes in again. Again, it's a deep one. Again, it's a free header. But this time Arsenal do manage to clear it away. Now we've got a chance of a counter-attack. Potentially Kyra Cooney crosses after this, but the ball's played back all the way back to the Brighton goalkeeper, Sophie Bagali. And it is still Brighton 0, Arsenal 1. We're into the final minute of the 4 of stoppage time at the end of this first half. It's going to be a throw to Brighton. They've just had a couple of dangerous moments there. I say a 1-0 lead is a shaky lead, isn't it, with a team that doesn't keep clean sheets too often. But we've actually defended okay. But 2 free headers from those 2 corners was a little bit worrying. And it is still something that that we do need to improve on, isn't it? Terry says, come on, chat, only 17 short of 2-0. Yep, 17 more like we need, Terry says, so let's do it. We've only got about 15 seconds left of this first half as well. So you've got plenty of time at half time to get the likes in, haven't we, before the start of the second half. Lots of Ubermoy wins that header. Caitlin Ford over on that far side. It's gone behind. It is a throw to Arsenal. And that will probably be that for this first half. You would imagine at the Broadfield Stadium, it is Brighton 0, Arsenal 1. Arsenal have got a throw. Are we going to get time to take it? We probably will, and that'll be it, will it? In fact, there goes the half-time whistle. It's been a decent first half from Arsenal. We've pretty much dominated most of the play. We got the goal after 12 minutes. It was Stina Blackstenius again, a fourth game in a row that she scored in. As a missed kick from the first effort, completely missed the ball. It maybe confused the Brighton defence, and then she was able to chip the ball in to the top corner. A good finish in the end. And it was a good springboard for Arsenal to go on and dominate a lot of that first half. But we haven't created a lot of chances. Brighton have got 5 at the back. Very few spaces. They've defended well, Brighton. And they've had 1 or 2 moments of their own. I say a couple of free headers from corners there towards the end of that first half. A couple of saves from Manu Zinsberger. But we've dominated the game. But 1-0 is never quite enough, is it? Nathan said solid first half and hopefully get a second in the second half. Not a fan of a 1-goal lead. No, obviously a 1-goal lead with a team that doesn't keep clean sheets very often is always a shaky lead, isn't it? Well, let's be honest. But anyway, let's see what the second half is going to bring us. We will see. Obviously, we'll be getting there very soon. But it wasn't a bad first half, was it? It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Which was always nice to see. Okay, so we have got some big news to bring you. Let me just check what's happening. Yeah, we have gone past 2,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you very much. We've made it in that first half. We are on 2,007. So thank you to everyone, the new subscribers that's come along today and all the previous subscribers, all 2,000 of you. We've got there 2,000 today. Brilliant. So pleased about that. Thank you to everybody that's got involved with the channel. It's been really great to have you on board with us, and hopefully you'll enjoy what we do here going forward as well. Dan says there, Jonas will give another half-time speech like last week. Well, he doesn't have to quite give a speech like last week, does he? Because we were 2-0 down at half-time last week. We're 1-0 up this week, so it needs to be maybe a different type of speech, doesn't it? But we do need to get the goal. Absolutely need to get the goal. Steve says, Nathan and I did our job, I'm sure. I know, we're absolutely sure you did as well. We know Dan would have done Terry as well, but every 1 or 2 people out there that maybe haven't done it yet, so we need to. Miss Pink says, congratulations. It's not a problem at all. Thank you to everyone that's contributed. Terry says that as well. Yeah, I mean, thanks a lot for that locally as well. Yeah, it's took a while to get there, but we've got there, and it's been good. Paul says there, Brighton have had more shots on target than Arsenal. A bit worrying. Yeah, they have, and I think the reason for that is though what you've got to bear in mind is Brighton have set up very defensively, haven't they? And they've made it difficult for us when the ball's in the box. They've got 7 or 8 players in the box, haven't they? And then Brighton are playing on the counter attack. So what that means is that there's more spaces when they attack, because we're not sitting so defensive, are we? So what happens is when Brighton have had chances, they've had more space, and we haven't had that space, have we? Because Brighton get everyone behind the ball, and it is something that we've got to improve on, because a lot of no team is going to. I mean, obviously Leicester last week were very open in that second half in the end, wasn't they? And everyone's now seen what that's going to lead to. So you understand why Brighton are doing that. But yeah, of course, Brighton in the end are going to have more. Going to probably be able to have more shots at goal if the game stays like this, because of the space that there is. We need to do a little bit better in that final third, don't we, to create those spaces more and to pull their defence around a little bit more. But, I think we've got to be satisfied with that performance. It was a good performance. It's just a little bit frustrating that we haven't created a few more chances. Galadan's congrats on the 2K. Nathan as well. No, thank you very much to all you guys that have subscribed. And Dolly says there, maybe today is a day we find a keeper clean sheet. Yeah, I hope so. I did predict it before, and some people said, "Oh, that was risky" and stuff. And yeah, maybe it was, but it's when you think about it, we didn't concede in the second half last week. We haven't conceded in the first half of this week, so that's 90 minutes without conceding a goal. So it's something to build on. Yes, a couple of defensive moments there that looked a little bit worrying, shall we say. Obviously, with a couple of free headers from corners towards the end there. But overall, I think we've looked a lot more solid defensively. But yeah, I mean, Paul's right. Brighton have had more shots at goal, but I do think that's just the structure of the game and the way each team's set up. And I think that's inevitably going to happen. But I do think as the game wears on, at some point, Brighton are going to have to take more risks, aren't they? They're going to have to, because they're losing the game now at home, and they're going to have to try to force the game a little bit more, which will lead to more spaces behind for us to exploit, especially with Steener's pace as well. So I'm sure there'll be more chances in the second half. But it was a good first half, and I'm kind of happy with that. Loki says Russo needs to do more, in my opinion. I agree with you. I've been saying this. I mean, I said it a lot last week. Yes, in the second half, Russo had a good second half, didn't she? She got a goal, got a good assist, and contributed a lot to that win. But, I agree. I think overall, she has got to do more. They're just showing a goal again. That miss kick from Steen is actually quite funny when she then puts it in the top corner. But anyway, Greg says there, I still think we'll get another 3. I hope so, because if we do, then that means my prediction's right, because I said 4-0, didn't I? I mean, I think the second half, a lot of second half of games tend to be more open, don't they? Because, if a team has defended as well as Brighton have and has, put so much into defending, then in the second half, they're going to get a little bit more tired. We don't have the ball; it's a lot more work, isn't it? So, I do think that what's going to happen is, as things go along, I think we will create more chances. We've got that quality, haven't we, in that final third? And I'm sure the chances will come, the goals will come, and we will end up winning. Hopefully, a little bit more convincingly, because we don't like the nervous moments that they give us, do we? Really. Terry says there, 2K subs, a personal best friend of Mrs. over again. What more can you ask for apart from more thumbs ups and a Yorkie bar? Yeah, I mean, it's been a good weekend so far, isn't it? But we need to get this game won first to make it the perfect weekend. And there's still work to do. There is still work to do in this game for Arsenal. But yeah. So please give us a like. Actually, how many likes have we got? Let me just check, because I was just checking to see if we'd reached the 2,000 subscribers, which we have done during that first half. Let's see what we're doing for likes, shall we? Because the number of likes tends to suggest how easily we'll win the game. So we need to see what we're doing for likes. Where are we here? Hang on, my phone's just frozen. What are you doing? Anyway, my phone's frozen. We'll come back and do that in a minute. Robert says, hi, Rich and everyone. Okay game, but need to wake up a bit. I could not believe Blackstone just miskicked the ball. Then goal, yeah. Never turn it back on strike. No, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it was a strange little miskick, wasn't it? And then obviously a great goal straight afterwards, which was nice, wasn't it? I can't get my phone's just frozen here. Hang on, what are we doing? Come on, wake yourself up. Oh, here we go. What likes are we on here? We're on 35. That's not too bad. 36 now. Let's get to 40 likes, shall we? Let's get to 40 likes before the second half, and then we'll get a few more goals. Bongo Guna says, congrats, Fritz, and thank you. No, I mean, mate, you've been a big help a big contributor on the channel, so I appreciate everybody. Wayne says, also, what happened to Liverpool defensive endeavours yesterday? They were shocking. Yeah, I know. It's funny, isn't it? You watch the way Liverpool defended against Arsenal, and you think, okay. And then what happens is they played Chelsea and fall to bits. But bearing in mind, I think if we play Liverpool now, it would be a different game, wouldn't it? We played them when we hadn't had any pre-season. We'd come off the back of that European defeat, and I think everyone was. It was a little bit of a hold down moment in the season, wasn't it? And I do feel as though if we played them now, I think we'd probably score a few against them and beat them. But you can only play the games when they come up, and we lost that one, and that's the way it goes. But anyway, Robert says there, I always press the like button to win. Well, that should be the rule, shouldn't it? Really, if everyone should have to press like before they come in and watch it. Because you might as well. Anyway, Terry says, I haven't had one bad word to say about Havertz all weekend. It must be a first this season. And it's probably a second or a third, isn't it? Because there's been other international breaks. And to be fair, Kai Havertz scored for Germany yesterday, I heard. I didn't see the game and wasn't particularly interested in the international football. But yeah, Kai Havertz scored and conceded a penalty, apparently, playing left back. Anyway, Terry says, Robert, how you doing, mate? Good to see you again. Yeah, hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. and it's good to see you back with us in the chat as always. But yeah, so what obviously we need this second goal, don't we, in the second half now, because 1-0 leads are never, you know, it's not like back in the 1980s in the men's team under George Graham when a 1-0 lead was generally enough. You don't feel that way with this team there, with the way we defend, or the way we don't defend is probably more accurate, isn't it? And I say a couple of times in that first half there where we had some moments where, you know, a couple of sloppy moments. So yeah, I want to see us get that second goal, and then we can all maybe relax a little bit, can't we? And I'm sure that that will end up with the 3 points that we are so desperate for. And if we get them, then it's going to be good, isn't it? It'll put us back in second place, just 3 points behind Chelsea ahead of that big game in 2 or 3 weeks' time. It's just after the international break, isn't it? We're back with Chelsea at the Emirates. We always seem to play Chelsea, don't we, straight after the international break? It seems to be every year. I don't know why that is. I don't know who works in fixtures out. Anyway, and Donny says that if City and Chelsea are found guilty and punished by the Premier League, do you think it could have an effect on the WSL? Yes, potentially, because, you know, I actually think that when you listen to Emma Hayes' comments regarding her decision to leave, and a contract was mentioned, and you get the feeling that she didn't feel as though they were offering a contract she deserved. Now, what you've got to bear in mind is Chelsea's financial situation is probably a part of that as a club, isn't it? So yeah, I do think it could affect the WSL. Man City fund their women's team as part of their club, kind of the way their club's funded. So yeah, I think it will do. I absolutely think it could do. Yeah, and this is one of the reasons why, you know, a lot of people have said about you know, I know Arsenal spent a lot of money in recent years on the men's team and the women's team, but you know, when Chelsea was spending all that money, when City started spending all that money, and you know, we were dropping a little bit further down the league, everyone was saying, "Oh, Arsenal should spend," but you know, we could have ended up in a situation that Everton are in now had we done that. And the fact of the matter is, we kind of did things the right way back then, and I think we're the more stable club now, aren't we? And I think that's a good thing when you look at these situations that's happening with stuff like that. So let's see what happens, but yeah, I think it will have an effect. Yeah, I definitely think it could have an effect, couldn't it? Because, you know, a lot of the WSL clubs are funded, yes, independently of women's football now with the TV deal and whatnot, but also as well, they do rely on funding from the main club, the men's club, don't they? They rely on that as well. So yeah, it will have an effect, I'm sure. But we'll see what happens. I mean, so many more things to come, aren't there, in terms of these charges and stuff like that. And it's going to be interesting to see exactly how it all plays out, to be honest with you. They've set this precedent, haven't they, by deducting 10 points from Everton, and they're going to be forced almost, aren't they, to have to do something now with City and Chelsea, because they can't let them get away scot-free. If they're found guilty, let's be honest, Everton have been found guilty of these charges. Chelsea and City at the moment haven't, because they've not got to that process yet. So we need to bear that in mind. But yeah, if they're found guilty, they're going to have to be punished severely, aren't they? So let's see what happens. Robert says, "Hi Sarah, reflecting on your words regarding Havertz, I want him gone. It is like he is a secret Chelsea player getting in the way of our attacks, yet paid by Arsenal." I mean, something doesn't quite seem right to me about that whole Havertz thing. He just doesn't seem like a Arteta player in any way whatsoever, and yet he's getting picked every week. Something seems to it's not sitting right with me. He's not contributing in the way that you expect an Arteta player to have to contribute to stay in the team. When you look at what's happened to other players, Maitland-Niles, Mesut Ozil, Aubameyang, all these type of players that maybe wasn't contributing enough on a game basis, Havertz isn't either, and yet he's still getting picked week after week, and they were soon discarded out of the team. You know, Emil Smith-Rowe is another one, and it just makes you think that something else is going on here. Just doesn't add up with everything else that we've seen. So yeah, I don't really know what's happening, but something's not right there, is it? Bongo says a big if. Yeah, no, it is a big if, absolutely. But I say if they're found guilty, the issue is going to be that they'll probably get off, and that's a different matter, isn't it? You know, if they're found guilty, they have to be punished. There'll have to be a severe punishment, especially Man City with all of those 1 million charges that they've got against them. So, you know, but let's see what happens first. Let's not speculate on all of that. And I say I don't really want to be going down a route of saying, oh, well, if Arsenal as a club shouldn't have to rely on Man City getting points deducted to give us any hope of winning anything, we should be good enough to be winning stuff and challenging to win stuff anyway, regardless of that. So I'm not going to look at that and think, okay, yeah, this is what we need to happen. No, if it happens, it happens. It'll be the right thing if they're found guilty. If they're not found guilty, let's just crack on. You know what I mean? And let's not worry about it. But we'll see. Bonga Guna says they will be punished when they aren't stopping. Well, they'll only be punished if they're found guilty. You can't punish someone just because they've had charges against them. We need to bear that in mind. Anyway, Brighton have made a change. Charlie's rules come on and Menguen's gone off at half time. Another Australian, actually. Charlie's rules, an Australian player. Come on. Terry says, blame Robert for this. I think Arteta has done dodgy dealings because why would you waste 65 million on Havertz? Well, I don't know. Is what I'm saying. Something's not right there, is it? Something's gone on. Steve says, what do you think will happen to City if guilty? Well, I mean, when you look at what they've just done to Everton for one charge, then, who knows? They could be kicked out of football league completely, couldn't they? But they won't, obviously, but we'll see. Robert says, Terry, I'm nearly 70 years old and still today, better player than Havertz. No, well, you probably are, my friend. You probably are. Robert says, Richie just said what every fan is thinking. We'll see. Bonaguna says we'll have to pay for the Terry VAR. Yeah, maybe they will. Anyway, we just kicked off the second half, by the way. Arsenal now taking a goal to our left. It is Brighton nil, Arsenal 1, and that was the first attack there. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of news to come regarding all of these things, aren't there? In terms of the charges and the punishments, all that kind of stuff over the next few months and year or so, whatever it's going to take. Anyway, Brighton are coming forward here straight away at the start of this second half. It is a substitute rule on the edge of the box. The ball comes through, but it's well tidied up there by Noel Moritz, and now Caitlin Ford can try and bring it forward, but she loses the ball. And Brighton coming forward again. They've had a fast start actually, haven't they? Brighton to this second half. But Caitlin Ford just steps in there, and now Kyra Cooney cross finds Katie McCabe. Well, that's a poor ball from Katie McCabe. And Brighton have picked up again with Zingotti. And Brighton now trying to come forward again. And that ball's going to run all the way through, though, to Manu Zinsberger. Robert says, I have to say, if the Premier League has any way City were found guilty, it's all legal stuff. Yeah, no, exactly. It is the lawyers involved. There's all kinds of stuff. It's not just as simple as that, is it? But let them get on with their job that they've got to do, which is, the charges have got to, they've got to do the right investigations and all this kind of stuff. And then if City are found guilty, no one will have any sympathy for them, that's for sure. And if they're not found guilty, we'll just have to crack on. And, it's the way it is, isn't it? Anyway, Zinsberger there with that ball forward again. It's straight to a Brighton player, but it's gone out for a throw to Arsenal. We've just started a little bit sloppy, haven't we, in this second half here? And we just need to get our act together. We just lost the ball again. We're just not keeping hold of possession. That was Vicky Palova on that particular occasion. And Brighton have started a lot faster in this second half, you have to say, but there's an offside there. And that's great. We've got Colin chatted in, my friend. Good to see you. He says the Premier League was created for greed and money. What I don't think would happen. Obviously, dodgy stuff is going to happen. We are not innocent of it either. We were tax dodging in 2000. No, I'm not saying we've completely clean. Absolutely not. And you're right. When there's that much money involved in anything, it's always going to lead to corruption and people trying to bend the rules. Of course it is. You're absolutely right. And now the FA are trying to pretend they care by bringing these charges in. They don't really care, do they? Look how much money they've raked off it all. The FA are only interested in money anyway. They always have been. Anyway, also coming forward now, an opportunity of Vicky Palova inside the box. Oh, good tackle on her, actually. And Brighton's mass defence again has dealt with another Arsenal attack. But that's not a great ball forward. Or Katie Robinson should keep this in. But she can't do much with it there. Lots of Ruben Moyet steps in. David says, why do you think FA supports the refs when they're spoiling the league? Well, exactly, yeah. It's all about money and corruption, isn't it? It is definitely. And Donny says, Havertz works very hard, to be fair. He's just a shy and humble guy that needs the backing to build confidence. He's going to be Matt Letizia just watched. Well, that's a bold statement there, my friend. I hope you're right. Of course, I'd love Kai Havertz to succeed at Arsenal, but the signs so far aren't great, are they? Anyway, Kyra Cooney cross. The signs are great for her. She's played the ball out to that far side to Noel Moritz. And it is now back with Beth Mead and Arsenal just trying to get a foot on the ball in this second half. It's been a difficult start for us. We played 48.5 minutes It is still Brighton 0, Arsenal 1, but we do need this second goal, quite obviously. Robert says no team is clean, but 140 breaches. Well, no, exactly. If they're only their charges, they're not found guilty of that yet, are they? So let's bear that in mind. But yeah, it's a lot of charges. Terry says, I don't know where you mean retired from football. Well, I don't know. Anyway, also coming forward now, Stina Blackstone over on this near side. She's done really well, Stina, inside the penalty area. Oh, the ball just gets stuck a little bit between her legs, and Brighton managed to clear that ball away. Colonel says there, some of the City charges are stupid. They got charged for not cutting the grass. Yeah, probably did, yeah. Nathan says, a little bit scrappy. No, you're right. It's a little bit scrappy at the moment of the game. Arsenal really haven't started the second half at all. We just haven't come out and started at all yet. And we've played, 4.5 minutes. Well, we just need to slow it down a little bit, just get a foot on the ball and get back to what we were doing well in that first half. Amanda's long ball forward, looking for the run of Stina in behind. And Arsenal going to get a corner there. They're not, because goalkeeper Bagali there has done really well. Right, now playing it out from the back, actually. We're not putting them under the same pressure as high up the pitch as we were early in this game. Anyway, we've won the ball back there. Now Alessia Russo over on that far side plays the ball out. In fact, it's a free kick. Given there it is. Karabali there's gone down again. The Colombian there. Under pressure there from Russo. Looked like Russo was just a bit stronger there. Wanted the ball a bit more. Didn't look really too much in that. They're both holding it. They're both holding each other, aren't they? Yeah, Russo's arm's quite high. I don't know, a bit of a soft one that. Anyway, the Brighton player is back on her feet again. No harm done. But it is a free kick to Brighton. We played 5 minutes of the second half. And yes, as Nathan said, it has got a bit scrappy. Certainly from an Arsenal perspective. Brighton won't mind this. Brighton won't mind it at all. They've had a little bit more sort of momentum in this second half so far, haven't they? So they won't mind this at all, Brighton. But we need to just get our foot back on the ball again and start doing what we did well in that first half. And get the ball down, pass it quickly, get it forward and try to create these answers. But Brighton are coming forward again over on this far side. Cross comes into the box. Lots of Woobermoys there. And then Katie McCabe completes the clearance. And Arsenal just rocking a little bit now. We looked so dominant for so long in that first half. But Brighton had a good spell towards the end of that first half. And now they've started the second half really on top. And Arsenal just need to just tidy this up a little bit now and get back to what we were doing so well in that first half. But Brighton in possession again. Whatever was said at half time for Brighton certainly worked, but that ball there has gone out of play. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. We just need to calm ourselves down a little bit, just relax and get back to doing, what we were doing in that first half. We have got a throw there over on that far side, which Noel Moritz is going to take. It was Katie McCabe just before with a rather panicked clearance, it seemed. Anyway, now Kyra Cooney cross brings the ball forward for Arsenal. Again, no, it's a loose touch. But Katie McCabe just lost the ball as well. Brighton now coming forward. It's a good run. The shot's going to come in the box. It's played through. It's just going to be the equaliser. What a tackle that was there from Alessia Russo. Wow, inside her own penalty area there. That was incredible. That terrible mistakes. 2 or 3 mistakes there from Arsenal. Brighton were coming through. It was Torres Dottir there. Good ball play to Katie Robertson. It looked as though she was going to score, but Russo there doing great defensive work there. Really, really strong defensive play there from Russo. Just got the tackle in. It is a corner though. Wow. Nathan says crucial tackle. Loki says good tackle. It was brilliant defending from Russo. And maybe she's not always offering as much in the attacking threat in terms of goals. And another free header from that corner for Brighton there. It was Bergsvan there just headed over. The corner there, edge of the 6-yard box. Header comes in, unmarked. Luckily for Arsenal, it goes over the top. And again, not quite defending. Terry says, right, I've got my keys to the van. Oh, good stuff there. I'll be listening on the way home. Come on, you good girls. Want it to be at least 3-0 before I get home. Well, don't, if you take a nice steady drive, it might be 3-0 when you get home. Hopefully your new van's good. Anyway, and Katie McCabe now plays the ball into Caitlin Ford. Again, it's a Brighton tackle there. And now Kyra Cooney cross works hard on this near side, but the ball's just gone out of play for a throw to Brighton. Donny says, Havertz will become an Arsenal cult hero, just like Xhaka. Well, I hope you're right. I really do. I just can't see it. I don't get them vibes. Loki says, come on, ladies, sort it out, getting sloppy. Yeah, no, you're right. We've been very, very sloppy this second half. Really sloppy, actually. And I mean, to be fair, Brighton have come out looking a lot more sharp. Good play this from Caitlin Ford. That's a good ball as well up this near side to Alessia Russo. Plays it forward. Oh, she was looking for Stina, but she's hit the ball there. And it's rolled through into the arms of Sophie Bagali, the Brighton goalkeeper. That was a little bit better from Arsenal. Brilliant play that was from Caitlin Ford on this near side. Terry says Havertz is already a cult or something like that. We won't go down that road. Arteo says, yeah, we need to make some changes to switch up the momentum in this half. Yeah, maybe we do. We don't have a lot on the bench, do we, in terms of attacking, really. It's only really Lena Hurtig on the bench that you feel can come on and make an impact in the attacking sense of the team. A few injuries out at the moment. Anyway, Katie Robertson coming forward now, but good defending there from Vicky Palova. Really good defending. Oh, in fact, Katie McCabe, sorry. And it is going to be a throw to Arsenal on this near side. 55 minutes almost played here at the Broadfield Stadium. Brighton 0, Arsenal 1. We do need this second goal. Oh, it's a free kick actually to Arsenal instead, which Katie McCabe is going to take on this near side. That left foot goes long. But always a mistake at the back from Brighton. And Stina's picked the ball up, needs a bit of support. That's a good ball as well. Played out to that far side. Noel Moritz steaming forward. We've got bodies in the box. The ball goes back to Vicky Palova. Why didn't we put the ball in the box? Noel Moritz again over on that far side. Back to Vicky Palova again. And suddenly all the momentum has come out of this attack. Miss Pinksock says put Lacasse on. Yeah, Lacasse is probably the attacking option that we've got unheard. I forgot about Lacasse. You're right, actually. Yeah, good point. Have I got it written on my list? I've got it written on my list as well. Anyway, Arsenal just lost the ball again, but we've just won it back with Kyra Cooney Cross. Another good performance from her today. Even in this second half, when Arsenal haven't been playing so well, she's still looking good. Anyway, Katie McCabe now on this near side. That's a good ball into midfield too. Kyra Cooney Cross burst forward. Nice ball as well. Trying to link up there with Stina. The ball's going to fall to Caitlin Ford on this near side. She's got 3 players around her though, Caitlin Ford, and Brighton do win the ball. You have to say they have defended well in this game, Brighton. There's no doubt, but they've just given the ball away in midfield there. It's Kyra Cooney Cross again, picks it up. Steve says Harrods could get out of a wet paper bag. Williams in chat, and he says, come on, you women gunners, indeed. But we need to step this game up here because it's not been a very good second half. There's no question about that. We need to do more. A lot of Wilbermoy plays the ball forward in. Stina trying to get in behind her. She won the corner. No, she hasn't, because it was good defending in the end there from Emma Kohlberg, I think it was. And it looks like Chloe Lacasse may well be coming on, and potentially Frida Marnham as well. They've both got a little notepad there they're looking at. And looking at what impact they can have. Chloe Lacasse, of course, has had a big impact already on this team in this game, in this season. Sorry, 2 big goals already. It's a throw to Arsenal into the box. Stina it is, holds it up, lays it off to Lotta Wilbermoy. Now it's with Kyra Cooney Cross again, plays it in to Alessia Russo, plays the ball off to Amanda Illerstadt, plays out to that far side to Noel Moritz, gets it back again. Amanda Illerstadt. This is nice from Arsenal. This is much better. This is really good. Vicky Palova tried to thread the ball through. It's got deflecting. Falls to Caitlin Ford. Katie McCabe on the overlap. Can she get the cross in? She does. It's flicked towards the goal by Stina. Cleared away. Comes back though to Caitlin Ford. This is good pressure this for Arsenal. Is there going to be something on the end of it? Vicky Palova's ball out to that far side. Does fall to Moritz. Now it's with Beth Mead inside the box. Beth Mead goes past a couple of challenges, but a foot in, and Brighton clear the ball away. And Donny says, I'd be shocked if we beat Chelsea. I hope not, but optimistic. Well, we're not optimistic. Well, we'll see a few weeks for that game yet, and I'm sure we'll be up for that game, there's no doubt. And who knows? We've certainly got the quality to beat them, haven't we? But we'll have to play really well. Of course we will. We know that. Terry says, Mooney, a long time no see. Good to have you back. Indeed, yeah, it's good to see you back, my friend. Hope you're well. Anyway, it looks like Frida Marnham is going to be maybe the first change to come on. I've got a feeling what might happen is he might take Stina off, push Russo further forward a little bit more, and drop Frida into that little role there. Or maybe Beth might come off. She's not maybe had much influence on this game, has she, Beth Mead, really? And I still think she just has to get a bit more sharpness in her game, and it will come. But we'll see. Yeah, she's not really. Maybe that's when Chloe Lacasse is going to replace her. Maybe we'll see. Anyway, lots of Wilbermoy now in possession for Arsenal. She's had a decent game. Lays it off to Kyra. Cooney Cross gets it back. Wilbermoy on halfway, just on this near side. Plays the ball up the line to Katie McCabe, that's a good ball in to Stina Blackstenius. She's done well. Stina, the goal scorer for Arsenal, just lays the ball back to Kyra. Not much movement in and around the box, but Vicky Plover's got it on the edge. Now Vicky Plover's shot over the top of the crossbar. It's going to be a goal kick to Brighton. And is that going to be the opportunity for this substitution to happen? We've played 59 minutes. Brighton are preparing a substitution as well. It's going to be Maisie Simons coming on for them. And it does look as though it is going to be Frida Marnham. Steph Catley's stripped to come on as well. And Chloe Lacassa, maybe we're making 3 changes here. Is Katie McCabe going to be pushed further forward, or is she going to be the one of the ones coming off? I think Beth Mead will come. Anyway, Brighton have just given the ball away. Oh, Stina's layoff there wasn't that great for Vicky Plover, but she manages to get the ball out to that far side with Noel Moritz. Can we get this second goal? Back to Vicky Plover again. This is much better from Arsenal, though. This is a much better spell in this second half. Kyra Cooney-Cross plays the ball forward to Russo. Plays it off to Lotta Woobermoy. Up this near side, Katie McCabe, can she get the cross in? Just lays it back again to Lotta Woobermoy. Again, Brighton have got a lot of bodies back behind the ball. Katie McCabe, though, does well. Plays it back to Lotta Woobermoy again. Now it's back with Katie McCabe and Brighton forcing us back. Arsenal keeping possession. Kyra Cooney-Cross, that's a good ball up the line to Caitlin Ford. Is this going to be the moment? Plays it on to Katie McCabe. A good cross into the far post. Nobody's there. Maybe overhit a little bit, that, to be fair. And it's gone behind for a throw to Brighton. Nathan says, just need that little bit more quality in the final third. Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's that final ball, isn't it? Like that one has overhit. It wasn't a bad cross, but there was nobody coming at the far post. It's a throw to Brighton instead. We've reached the hour mark. It is still Brighton nil, Arsenal 1. And Arsenal just won a free kick there. It was a foul on Noel Moritz. And we're going to see a few changes now. Brighton are making a couple of changes. They're going to be bringing Gwen Min Leon. And also they're going to be bringing on Maisie Simons. And let's just see what Arsenal can do from this free kick over on that far side. It's about a yard in from that touchline, midway inside Brighton's half. And it is going to be Katie McCabe going across it to take it. Or maybe Beth Mead. Anyway, let's see what we can make of this free kick. Looks like it might be Beth Mead. Put this ball in towards the penalty. It's headed out again by Brighton. Comes to Vicky Plover on the edge of the box. Plays it out to Beth Mead. Gets it back, actually. Comes off the defender now. Plays it back out again to that far side. Cross comes in from Katie McCabe. It's flicked on by Russo, and it's going to just go all the way through to goalkeeper Bagali. And another Arsenal attack doesn't produce that second goal. And it's a bit of a nervy point in this game now, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, Brighton are a good side. They're very well organised. And they've offered a little bit of a threat coming forward as well. And they're trying to do so now as well. Going to come forward again. But that ball there should be dealt with by Noel Moritz. Does really well, actually. Really good play. Plays the ball in to midfield to Russo. Finds Caitlin Ford on this near side. Caitlin Ford. She hasn't had as much impact in this game. But maybe she will now. She hasn't been able to because she just lost the ball. And it's gone back to goalkeeper Bagali. 62 minutes played. It is still Brighton nil, Arsenal 1. It's a little bit more nervy now than it maybe needs to be or than it needed to be. You know, Lotta Woobermoy stepped in again. Really good defensive play from her. We've won the ball back. Now it's with Katie McCabe on this near side. And then she touches it off to Lotta Woobermoy. And it's all the way back to goalkeeper Zinsberg. In fact, we've started to get a little foothold in this second half now, haven't we? Back up on the possession stats, and it's just a matter of now, can we start to create 1 or 2 more chances, because we haven't tested goalkeeper Sophie Bagali enough yet, have we, in this game at all? Anyway, that's a long ball over the top looking for Stina. She's in behind. This is good play inside the penalty area for Stina. Can she get the shot away? Plays it square instead to Beth Mead. Oh, just over the top. Almost Beth Mead's moment to get her first goal a year after her injury. What a moment that would have been. A brilliant counter-attack from Arsenal. Lotta's ball over the top. Stina's in behind. That pace that she showed. She did really well, actually. Played the ball into the path of Beth Mead. She did it first time, just over the top. Wow, that would have been a great moment, wouldn't it, for Beth? She had to win it first time. She was leaning back slightly, and it's just gone over the top of the crossbar. And now the substitutions are going to be made. Neighbours, that would have been a cracking goal. What a pass that was. It was a brilliant pass. Gunnar Dan said, Loki says, come on. Anyway, the substitutions now for Brighton. They've made 2. I think actually Pauline Bremner's gone off. Arsenal are going to be making 3 changes in this game. Gwen Lee's come on. Who's coming off for Arsenal? Beth Mead is coming off. Yeah, I'd say I didn't think she was going to last the full game. Stina's gone off as well. Brilliant from Stina today again. A great goal from her. It's the only goal in the game as well so far. And it is Katie McCabe coming off. So Katie McCabe's coming off. Steph Catley's coming on. Chloe Lacassa's come on for Beth Mead. And Frida Marnham has come on for Stina Blackstenius. So you would imagine that what's going to happen now is Russo's going to push a little bit further higher up the pitch. Lacassa's going to play more over on the right-hand side. And Frida Marnham is going to drop in to that number 10 position. A slight change of shape. So Lasada and Brenner have gone off, and Simons and Lee have come on for Brighton as well. So a big change there. Jack says there, I should have played in Palova. Yeah, potentially that. Palova was in space there, you're right. Loki says McCabe off. Yeah, McCabe's off. Yeah, as a straight swap. Good to see Beth Mead starting. She got a good 65 minutes today. Yeah, a little bit off the pace there, isn't she? But that's not surprising, is it? Given the time she's had out, and that will do her a lot of good way to get the minutes in. Anyway, goalkeeper Bagardi kicks it long. Good header from Lotta Wubenmoy. He's had a really good game. You have to say she's been impressive at the back. But Brighton now looking to come forward. They're still in this game, of course, at 1-0. They did get a late goal last week at Man City, didn't they? Vicky Palova there did well, but the ball again's fallen to Brighton. They're having a good spell now again, coming forward on the edge of the box. This is an opportunity there, maybe for a shot. Good defensive play from Arsenal, but Brighton still keep possession. It's with Katie Robinson, tries to dink a crossing. Good defending from Steph Catley, who's just come on. And Caitlin Ford can bring the ball forward. That's a good ball as well. Frida Marnham got a little bit of space. Alessia Russo's gone off on a run. That's a good ball through, but it's not going to quite reach Alessia Russo. Good defending actually there from Bergsband, who's played well for Brighton as well back there. Arsenal picked the ball up again in midfield with Vicky Palova. We need that second goal, don't we? We really do need that second goal. That's the one thing that's been lacking in this game today. Everything else, we've played pretty well, haven't we? We've defended reasonably well for most of the game. We've been strong in midfield, but just that final ball there, we haven't managed to break down this Brighton defence. Just that one goal is all that separates the team at the minute, but we've just won the ball back in midfield. In fact, we won a free kick. Kyra Cooney Cross was fouled, and we are midway through the second half, and it's still just 1-0, so it's still very, very tense, and we could do with, I say, that second goal really, but Kyra Cooney Cross there, another great game. What a great player she's proving to be. Steph Catley plays that ball into Frida Marnham. Lovely ball outside. It's a good ball. Caitlin Ford. Is this going to be the moment? All the way across the 6-yard box. Gets defended well. Comes to Vicky Palova at the far post. Vicky Palova. Oh, why did she try a shot? Chloe Lacasse does. It's blocked. Vicky Palova again. Comes to Frida in the box. Again, it's blocked. Caitlin Ford plays it back in. It's like pinball in that penalty area. And Arsenal can't force the ball home for the second goal. Nathan says they're a tough nut to crack. Brighton. No, they are. They've defended really well. That there just kind of summed it up, really, didn't it? There was 2 or 3 opportunities there to try a shot, and they were all blocked when they came in. 1 shot there, blocked. 2 there. Frida's shot was blocked. That's 3. Caitlin Ford's ball back across wasn't a great ball, actually, and Brighton scrambled that away. Gunnar Dan says, I think Australia will win that. Adonis says, a match isn't available in my country, so I'm watching the game through you. I hear older cricket. Oh, Australia to win the cricket, yeah, maybe. Anyway, Steph Catley now on this near side. And this is a good play from Caitlin Ford. Inside the penalty, Caitlin Ford plays it back to Alessia Russo, and it just ran away from her. And it's just not quite happening for Russo, is it? In front of goal, certainly. And Donny says Australia cruising to an easy win. We've played 68 minutes. Brighton 0, Arsenal 1. We're so close to that. Lukey says they shoot. Yeah, we're not shooting enough, are we? And in the end, they're managing to scramble the ball clear. Brighton every single time. Anyway, we need something different in that final third, don't we? Jack says the final ball hasn't been good enough today. No, it hasn't. Absolutely not. That's been the big problem, hasn't it? I think overall, we've played well. But it's just in that final third, isn't it? It's just not quite happening, is it? And Robert says, "Yeah, I'm hopping on my chair here with Jonas taking off Katie. She was controlling and winning every ball. Running stats alone is not the best. A decent manager would see why things are not working." Yeah, I just think it's just he rested Steph Catley for today, and he obviously wants to get us some minutes on the pitch. And it's an easy swap to make, isn't it? Katie McCabe was playing in her position. Katie McCabe isn't great at right back. She isn't as good on the right side. So, yeah, I don't mind that really. I don't think it's weakened the team because Steph's a brilliant left back. So I'm not overly concerned about that. I'm a little bit more concerned he's took Steiner off because I thought she was looking dangerous. Anyway, Arsenal are coming forward now looking dangerous. Let's see Russo on that far side. Tries a shot from distance, almost like that was a similar position to the goal last week where Russo put the ball in for Caitlin Ford. Caitlin Ford made that same run, but this time Russo went for goal from a really ridiculous angle and it's gone wide. Nathan says, put the ball across the box. Yeah, exactly, that's what she's done. That's what she did last week, and it worked, didn't it? There, look, you got it there, whip it in. Oh, maybe that's what she tried to do, actually, to be fair. Looking at the replay, maybe she tried to do that, she just got it wrong. Wayne says, we've got to rotate for the League Cup matches. Well, yeah, no, exactly, yeah, we'll be rotating for that, I'm sure. We've got Mark in the chat here, my friend. Good to see you. I hope you're well. Hope you're doing well. Donny says, they're judging by previous games. I think we need an Odegaard-like playmaker in this team. Well, I think we're getting one in Kyra Cooney-Cross, but she just lost the ball, actually saying that. Brighton have got an opportunity now. Brilliant play from Vicky Palova. Wow. Won the tackle back and now has won a free kick. That was brilliant from Vicky Palova. And I do think Vicky Palova and Kyra Cooney-Cross are looking like a good partnership there, aren't they, in midfield? And I mean, Vicky Palova, brilliant work there from her. Absolutely fantastic defensive play. And we've managed to deal with that Brighton situation. We've got a free kick. That's not a great ball over on that far side, but no one has got there. Now it's with Amanda Illerstadt and Arsenal looking to try and get that second goal. But can we give the ball away? Brighton are trying to come forward over on that far side inside the Arsenal penalty area. Arsenal got a lot of players back. Good defensive play again. That was from Chloe Lacasse, actually. That was really good play from her. But Brighton still in possession. Arsenal haven't won this game yet, not by any stretch of the imagination. There's still 20 minutes to play. Well, 19 plus stoppages. And Brighton are in the ascendancy again at the moment. They're coming forward. Oh, good play there by Caitlin Ford. Wins the ball well. And then she was fouled as well. Brilliant play that was from Caitlin Ford. That's what we needed to do. And now the free kick taken quickly, too quickly, as far as the referee is concerned. And Brighton are going to make another change. It's going to be Tatiana Pinto coming on, the Portuguese player for them. And it's going to be an Arsenal free kick. In fact, there's a yellow card coming out by the referee. Again, it's a Brighton player who's going to be booked, the second one of the day. And that is it Emma Kohlberg? I know it's Bergsvand, actually. Had a good game. But yeah, she was caught out there and then she committed a foul. And Caitlin Ford gave her a look as if to say, what are you doing? Anyway, they've made that substitution now. Elizabeth Turland's gone off. Didn't have much impact on Norwegian. And Tatiana Pinto's come on. And Guro Bergsvand just got that yellow card. Arsenal taking this free kick quickly. Steph Catley on this near side. Steph Catley plays it up to Caitlin Ford. Caitlin Ford's offside. Robert says, I'm concerned only about our finishing. The amount of crosses and no one running to back post. Yeah, you're right. Alice is being overlooked by Jonas and team. Players standing directly in the box look to score. No, you're right. Yeah, I think some of them crosses have been decent and no one's attacking them. You're right. And that's something that we obviously need to improve. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's been a decent performance. And Brighton are a good side. They are a good side. They work hard. They're well organised, and they've been very difficult to break down. And they posed a threat, and they're posing a threat now coming forward. And this is something that we're going to have to watch for in these last sort of 15 minutes or so, 16 minutes that remain. Brighton are in position again over on that far side, but this is a good play again from Vicky Palova. She's had a great game, Vicky Palova, today, probably being the running of player of the match. Caitlin Faldo now, Frida Minor has gone charging outside her. Frida Minor's got the ball. Can she get the cross in? It is a ball in towards Caitlin Ford. Again, though, there's a Brighton defender in the way. And they managed to clear the ball away. It's better with Amanda. Illerstadt now plays it forward. Oh, and me bloody thing just, my stream's just gone funny. It's just took me back to 5 minutes ago. So we're back where we should be. Anyway, it's a free kick to Brighton. It is still Brighton nil, Arsenal 1. I mean, we'll settle for the 3 points, won't we? Let's be honest. I mean, that's not a problem, but we haven't got them yet. So we've still got work to do. To be fair, Brighton haven't really tested Manu Ginzburg in the second half in terms of shots on target. So, it's not nothing to be overly concerned about. But we just need that second goal, don't we? Just to settle us down, really. So we'll see. Arsenal trying to play it out from the back. It is Vicky Plover on the edge of the penalty. She's closed down by 2 or 3 Brighton players, and then she's won the free kick. Robert says, I have to say, we should think about looking into deciding on their left back. She held Brighton from a slaughter through. She's rather naughty. The Brighton left back, yeah, they've got some good players, Brighton. They really have. Anyway, we've got 15 minutes left here, and it is still Brighton nil, Arsenal 1, and Brighton in possession. And Arsenal picked up the ball here. Caitlin Ford again, though. Brighton win it back, and they're looking a good side. Brighton, you have to say they are. Frida Marnham now in possession on this near side. Just lays the ball back to Steph Catley. That's with Lotta. Woober Moy does well in a tight area. Plays the ball into midfield to Vicky Palova, who's done really well again. Touches it off to Steph Catley on this near side. Steph Catley's ball through to Russo on this near side. Russo now just on the edge of the Brighton penalty area. Caitlin Ford's inside. Caitlin Ford inside the box. Can she get a shot away? It's deflected wide by Bergvand. It's another corner to Arsenal. And is this going to be the moment where we finally get that second goal and settle everybody down? Caitlin Ford here, a little bit of space there. I think that shot was probably going to go straight into the arms of the goalkeeper at the near post, but it was been deflected wide. It is a corner to Arsenal on this near side. Amanda Illistat comes up. We saw how dangerous she can be from set pieces in the World Cup. Is she going to get herself her first Arsenal goal here? Caitlin Ford's in there as well. Is this going to be the moment of the corner? Sorry, is going to be Cara Cooney Cross with it. Cold in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, but it's too close to the goalkeeper, who just plucks it out of the air. Sophie Bagali, and Brighton are back in possession again. We didn't make the most of that corner, did we? It was far too close to the goalkeeper there. Comfortable for her. And Arsenal have, again, in the final third, just lacking a little bit of... I mean, it's difficult to say a lack of quality with the players that we've got, but that's been the case, hasn't it? I think you have to say it has been a lack of quality. I think you've got to say that. I think we've got to say that, unfortunately. Anyway, we are still winning, and ultimately that's what it's about, isn't it? We just need to keep getting these 3 points, racking up the 3 points, and hope it's enough. But we haven't quite got this game over the line yet, have we? We haven't quite managed to. Actually, my feed is just frozen, which is a little bit annoying. Oh, it's back again now. Anyway, Brighton in possession over on that far side. But Arsenal pick it up again with Amanda Illis. That's a good ball in to midfield to Frida Marnham. Plays the ball out this near side. Steph Catley should be able to get there. Plays the ball forward to Caitlin Ford. Those two linking up well as usual. Now it's back with Kyra Cooney, across a bit of space on the edge of the area, plays a 1-2, gets it back, gets the ball out to Frida Marnham on his near side. Can she get a cross in? Just had to stop the ball to keep it in play. Plays it back again to Kyra Cooney, cross, lovely feet inside the box. Oh, she needed to get a shot away and she didn't, and Brighton have scrambled it clear. We've got 12 minutes to play here at the Broadfield Stadium. It is still Brighton nil, Arsenal 1, but Arsenal still struggling to really get this second goal, which would settle us all down. That ball pinned over to the far side. It's just about reached there. Noel Moritz plays it forward to Chloe Lacasse. She's not had a lot of impact yet, Chloe Lacasse. I'm sure she will. Plays it back again to Vicky Palova. Twists and turns. Vicky gets away from one player, 2 players. A great run from Vicky. She gets the ball right across the box. Oh, surely that's got to be put in. Alessia Russo's put it wide from inside the 6-yard box. That was the chance. Brilliant, brilliant play from Vicky Palova over on that far side. Outstanding from her. A lovely ball. Russo went with her front foot. Maybe it needed to go with her left foot there and let it run across her, so she would have had a better angle at it. And she didn't, and she's put it wide. Oh, dear me. Nathan says, how that was brilliant play. It was brilliant play. Anyway, we've got 11 minutes to play. Kyra Cooney Cross is now going off, and Leah Walsh is coming on. Another brilliant performance from the Australian. Outstanding from her. Leah Walsh is on. Shows the strength of this team. Loki says, got to finish that. Absolutely. Got to finish it. Yeah, 100%. Wayne says, Russo is like Gabby Jesus. Yeah, doesn't score enough goals. Absolutely. Absolutely right. Robert says there, either Ford or Russo, who stopped them from scoring with that wonderful cover up from them scoring as player of the match. That was Russo actually that made that tackle. I don't know. I think Vicky Palova had a great game in midfield. I think she's just everywhere. Anyway, we've just won the ball back high up the pitch here. It is Caitlin Ford. Drills a shot in. Oh, it's in the corner. That finally seals it. With 10 minutes to play, Caitlin Ford gets the goal. We've waited a long, long time for it, and finally it's come. Surely that's going to seal it now. We were just starting to get a little bit worried, but we needn't have been worried, mightn't we? Because we've got the players to do it. It's Caitlin Ford. And Arsenal have just doubled the lead. It is 2. That's a great goal. It's a mistake from Brighton. Caitlin falls onto it. Quick shot from the edge of the box right into that bottom corner. That's a great finish. Second goal of the season. Second goal in consecutive games for her. And that should be that. Miss Pinksock says, Foldy. Nathan says, what a hit. Absolutely. It was a great hit, wasn't it? Gunnar Dan says, that's about time. Indeed, it is about time. Steve says, cool, I'm watching cricket and they're listening here. Go Gunners, indeed. Robert says, well, Foldy, I was right. Donny says, what a day for the Australians. It's looking that way, isn't it? Steve says, and Steve another Aussie, of course. Loki says, have it, nice finish. It was a very good finish. And that should seal the deal, shouldn't it? It should really seal the deal. Vicky Plover again in midfield, battling away so hard for the ball. It's fallen Brighton's way, though. And it's going to take something special for them to come back from this, isn't it? With what 8 minutes to play, 8.5 minutes to play. And Arsenal had to work hard for this win, really work hard for it. And that's what we've done. And we're going to come away, it looks like, with another 3 points. And again, that gap at the top between us and Chelsea will be back to 3 points again. We just need to keep winning. We've said this before. Wayne says she's red, she's white, she likes a Vegemite. Caitlin Ford. Anyway, Amanda now at the back for Arsenal, bringing it forward. Surely that seals the deal, doesn't it? It's got to now. And we may even get our first clean sheet as well. Anyway, we're coming forward now with Steph Catley plays it through again, looking for Caitlin Ford. That wasn't a great ball, actually. Although Steph got the chance again. Again, she finds Caitlin Ford this time on the near side. Plays it back to Steph Catley. Are we going to get some late goals in this game to seal the victory? It'd be nice to get a couple more, wouldn't it? It's back again with Leah Walty finds Caitlin Ford. Now it's with Steph Catley. Plays it back again to Caitlin Ford. Can Caitlin get the crossing? She does to the near post. No one really attacking it for Arsenal. It's cleared away by Brighton again. And Lotta Rubenmoy's just conceded a foul. And it is going to be a free kick to Brighton. And the first yellow card for Arsenal is Lotta Rubenmoy with it. And again, it's one of those yellow cards that's preventing a counter-attack. And I think that's the right decision. That should always be a yellow card. It's a cynical foul, isn't it? It's miles away from your goal, but you're stopping a counter-attack. It's a cynical foul. It deserves a yellow card. And Brighton had one for it earlier. And it was Russo that got it. Sorry, it was Russo. I thought it was Lotta Rubenmoy. It was actually Russo. Brighton are making their final 2 substitutions by the look of it. It's going to be Poppy Pattinson's coming on for them. And it is Emma Kohlberg's going off. Oh, it's just a 1 substitution. Sorry, they're making for these last few minutes. Steve says, yuck, Vegemite. What is Vegemite, actually? What actually is it? Loki says, a lot of Rubenmoy very good today. Yeah, no, she's been excellent. Again, you know, not just today. She's been excellent all season, hasn't she? Another great game from her, you're right. I would still give player of the match to Vicky Palova, personally. I just think she's covered every single blade of grass today. And she's actually sitting down now. I don't know if she's got an injury, potentially. I don't know if she's going to be able to carry on. She's rolling her socks down, actually. Not quite sure what's happening here. But anyway, she's gone down and she's speaking to the referee. I'm not quite sure what's going on with Vicky Pullover here anyway. I'm not really sure. Wayne says, isn't it similar to Marmite? I was like, I don't know. I mean, it sounds like it should be similar to Marmite, doesn't it? Maybe it is. I don't know. But if it is, then I can understand why Steve's saying yuck, because Marmite isn't the nicest thing, is it, ever? But anyway, Caitlin Ford likes it, and that's the main thing. And Doris says, yeah, we're going to win this one. Yeah, we're going to win it now. I'm sure we are. In fact, Kyra Cooney-Cross has just been given player of the match. I'm not saying she doesn't deserve it because she's played well, but I think Vicky Pullover has been our best player personally. But anyway, Steve says it's salty mud. Is it salty mud? Is that what it is? Okay. I'm not sure about that. But you'll know more than me, my friend. I've never even seen it. Go down, so they're running down the wing, Lacasse. Here the Arsenal. Oh, there's the song for Lacasse. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Anyway, Katerina Call's going to come on now in place of Vicky Pullover, we assume, because Vicky Pullover's got this. It looks like an injury issue. So, yeah, she's going off. Oh, great game. I have to say, that was a great performance today from Vicky Pullover. Absolutely brilliant from her. And she's going off now for these last few minutes, and Katerina Call's coming on. Brilliant performance from her today. I thought she was outstanding. And Katerina Call's now coming on. We've got 4.5 minutes left of normal time. There'll be stoppage time as well, won't there? Of course there will. There's been 1 or 2 stoppages in this second half as well, not least just there for Vicky Pullover to get some treatment before she's gone off. But the big news is, of course, Arsenal are now 2-0 up, and surely it means we are going to come away from Brighton with 3 more points. And hopefully a clean sheet. Lotta Rubenmoy just defended well again. Miss Pinksock says, well played, Pullover. I thought she was brilliant here. Wayne says, I think KCC deserves it. Vicky was decent, but gave the ball away a couple of times. I mean, she did. I just think she's just covered every single blade of grass, Vicky, today. I think she's been brilliant. But anyway, Lotta Rubenmoy there bringing the ball forward. Finds Caitlin Ford. Now it's with Steph Catley right on this near touchline. Plays a ball in field to Leah Volti. This is good from Arsenal, actually. Katerina Call plays out to that far side to Chloe Lacasse, running at that Brighton defence. She's done really well here. Chloe Lacasse plays the ball into Russo. She gets it back. Chloe Lacasse is going to get herself another great goal. Finds Frida Marnham inside the box. It's with Caitlin Ford. Puts it across the box. Oh, Alyssa Russo couldn't quite get there. And it's gone behind for a goal kick to Brighton. We've got Magnificent Jeffo in the chat. He says, so sad I'm late. Who scored? It was Stina Blackstenius in the first half, and then Caitlin Ford just a few minutes ago for the second one. And that's the goals there. And Donny says, Vegemite is a thick, dark brown Australian food spread made from leftover brewer's yeast extract from various vegetable and spice additives. So it does sound very much like Marmite then, doesn't it? Like we have here in the UK, which is kind of a yeast kind of spread, isn't it? Which isn't very nice. Anyway, it's an Australian thing, so fair enough. I'll say Marmite isn't any better by the sound of it. Anyway, it's a throw to Arsenal. Steph Catley on his near side. We're into the last 2.5 minutes of normal time. And Donny says, I guess Marmite is the same. Yeah, it sounds like the same, pretty much the same thing, yeah. Anyway, Frida Marnham now is inside the penalty. It goes for goal at the far post. Oh, it's unlucky, actually. Chloe Lacasse was coming in as well. It was a mixture of a cross and a shot there from Frida Marnham from this near side. She scored from there before. That was definitely a shot. There's no doubt about that. And it's just gone wide, looking for the third goal, which would definitely put the seal on this, wouldn't it? But you do feel as though we've done enough to win this game anyway. And it's just now a matter of, can we get another goal? Which would be nice, wouldn't it? A bit of a boost for the goal difference, which we're a little bit lacking in the goal difference department this season so far. And a third goal would be really nice, wouldn't it? Having won by 4 last week, winning by 3 this week would be really good, wouldn't it? Frida Marnham again picks the ball up. She's done well since she's come on, actually, Frida, today. Not had her best season, but she certainly had a good impact in this game. But Brighton have got a free kick as we move into the last 90 seconds of normal time. It's probably going to be 5-6 minutes of stoppage time, maybe more actually, because there's been a lot of substitutions. There's been 1 or 2 little injuries as well. Katie Ford just won the ball back there, finds Russo. Russo just lays it into the path there of Katarina Cole, who's just come on, of course. Touches the ball back to Amanda Illerstadt. She's had a great game today as well, and Lotta as well. And we're getting close to our first clean sheet as well. It's just like we don't do anything stupid at the back, but we're coming forward at the minute with Noel Moritz. But Brighton managed to scramble that ball away, and they've won a throw over on that far side as well. And we're into the last minute of the 90. We're just about to find out how much stoppage time to play. I would guess 6 or 7 minutes, probably 6 minutes maybe. But we'll find out very shortly. There's 30 seconds of normal time left, and it's a throw to Arsenal over on that far side. Brighton are going to pick this ball up. Good defending again there from Carabaldi. And it's going to be a throw to Brighton. Gunnar Dan says there, Spurs women are losing to Leicester 1-0, Villa v West Ham 1-1. None of that matters to us because we are winning our game and we're going to be second. 6 minutes. There you go. Did I say 6 or 7 minutes? I can't remember. Anyway, 6 minutes of stoppage time. Probably seems about right, doesn't it? And there's enough time for us to get another goal, isn't it? And we're coming forward again here with Noel Moritz over on that far side. Can't she get a cross in? Doesn't she? But she wins the corner. Defo says there, the happiest and saddest thing about Chloe 24 is she is so good and already fans' favourite within a few months in the club. And the saddest thing is that we never signed her early enough during her peak. Yeah, maybe that's true, but we're getting some good stuff out of her now, aren't we? And that's important, isn't it, for the time being? We've got a corner now on that far side looking for this third goal. Amanda Illerstadt's in there. Is it going to be her to get the goal? We know what threat she can be with a right service. And we've got a corner here. Can we get a third goal from this corner? Steph Catley's just moving there's a Sky Sports sign in her way. She's just moving that so she can get a better angle for this corner to be taken. Over on that far side, we're into stoppage time. The corner comes in. Goalkeeper drops it, falls into the box. Brighton managed to scramble it away. Not very far, only as far as Frida over on that far side. Steph Catley again. Can she get another cross in? She does get a cross in. Again, it's deflected behind. Again, it's going to be another corner. And Arsenal are piling on the pressure now as we approach what we've played 1.5 minutes of stoppage time. There's still time to get this third goal, just to put the icing on this cake, if you like. The points are in the bag, pretty much, you feel. Anyway, it's another corner here, which Steph Catley is going to take again. Comes into towards the near post, but straight into the side netting. And it's gone behind for a goal kick. Robert says, love calls passion to win the ball, especially for throw-ins. Yeah, she's a great player as well, isn't she? She just needs a little bit more time, I think, to really develop. But yeah, we've got some very good young players, haven't we? As well as the experienced players that we've got as well. It's a good balance. Anyway, Brighton coming forward here. And the cross comes into the box. And it's put behind there by Amanda. It's going to be a corner though to Brighton. We've played 2.5 minutes of stoppage time of the 6. Are Brighton going to get a goal back, which would make it a slightly nervy last few minutes, wouldn't it? And it would also end our first clean sheet, which we're very, very close to, which I'm sure Manu Zinsberger is going to be looking to make sure that we get. But we've got a corner to defend here in these last few minutes. It comes into the 6-yard box. Manu doesn't really get it. It comes out to the edge of the box. A shot comes in. It's over the top. It was Katie Robinson with the effort, but it's gone over the top. And it is a goal kick to Arsenal, and we're into the last 3 minutes. That was a good corner, actually. Manu did get a little bit on it, not quite enough of a punch that she would have wanted. And it fell to Katie Robinson, and her first-time volley went over the top. And Arsenal now in possession with Frida Minor, and now Katarina Kuhl's done really well. Got past a couple of challenges. She's coming forward now. She's got options through. Tried to play the ball through to Russo. The goalkeeper's out just on the edge of the box. Sophie Bagali, who's not really been troubled enough in this game. I think we've only had maybe those 2 shots on target, which have been the 2 goals. So at least we've been efficient in the chances that we created. But yeah, really, we should, with the possession that we've had, with how well we've played for much of this game, we should have created more chances, really, shouldn't we? But anyway, we've got the 3 points, and that's all that matters in the overall scheme of things, isn't it, really? Anyway, Brighton in possession there, but they've just put the ball out for a throw to Arsenal on this near side. And Donny says 2-0 is my favourite scoreline. Well, I mean, I would have liked a 4-0 today because that was my prediction, but I'm more than happy with 2-0. Jeffo says, Richard, with this performance from KCC in the last couple of games, do you think when Kim's come back from injury, she should go straight back in? Or is going to be a chance for a 3rd goal? Frida Marnham puts it away. It is 3-0 in stoppage time. Frida Marnham gets her 1st goal in the WSL this season, and that puts the seal on it. She's done well. I said she'd done well when she come on, and she just put the seal on it there with that goal. It was Rousseau on the near side, put the cross in. Chloe Lacasse just touched it off, and Frida Marnham drills it in. And Arsenal have got the 3 points in the end, and it's been fully deserved, you have to say. We've made hard work of it, but that's a good finish from Frida into the bottom corner. DMD says 3-0. Miss Pink Socks, free day indeed. Free day Friday, Frida. Steve says someone said 2-0. Well, they did, but it's 3-0 now. Spoiled a perfectly good 2-0 win. No, you can't spoil a good 2-0 win with a 3rd goal, can you? Loki says game over 3-0. Yeah, we felt it was game over anyway. Going back to Kim, will she get straight back in the team? She's a captain. You would imagine she would. But you've got to try and find a place in that team for Kyra Cooney-Cross. She's been brilliant today, and Vicky Palova as well. So it's looking good, isn't it? And also coming forward again. We've still got a minute or so left to get the 4th goal, which I predicted actually, which would be nice, wouldn't it? We to get a prediction right. It's unusual. Maybe it's going to be Russo with it now. It's Chloe Lacasse over on that far side. Chloe Lacasse. It's saved by the goalkeeper, Sophie Bagalian. Suddenly at the end, we're creating more and more chances. Robert says here, Marnham always in the right place. Yeah, she knows where to be. And Wayne says, brilliant finish it was. And Chloe Lacasse almost got the 4th goal there, right at the end. Jeff R says there, I was about to ask you about 3. Well, she came on as a sub. And the full-time whistle was gone. It's finished. It has finished Brighton 0, Arsenal 3. A good win, a very important win as well. A fully deserved win. The game had its moments. I thought we played well in spells. We had some sloppy moments as well, either side of half-time in particular, where we maybe could have conceded a goal. But first clean sheet of the season is really, really important, isn't it? Which is good. Pixel says they're happy for FLM. Indeed, yeah, we all are. It's not a good start to the season, so it's nice. Loki says, job well done in the end. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good performance today. And, you know, yes, we didn't create as many chances as we would have liked. Brighton defended well. You have to say they're a good organised team. But in the end, our quality showed through, didn't it? We kept going and got the job done. Wayne says, good game, well played. Miss Pinkshot says, I'd rather the goals coming early. Yeah, I think we all would, just to relax a little bit more. But Brighton were a difficult opponent today, wasn't they? They really were. Redemption says, good win. Yeah, it is a good win. Any win's a good win away from home. And that's, you know, another 3 goals on the goal difference as well, which is important. I don't think too many teams will come here and win 3-0, if I'm honest. I don't think they will, because Brighton are a decent team these days. So we have to be very, very pleased with that. DMD says, good commentary. And thank you, my friend. Thank you indeed for joining us. Always appreciate that. And yeah, wow, finished 3-0. Yes, we did seem to make harder work of it than maybe we should have done, especially after getting that early goal with Stina Blackstenius after, 12 minutes. And, you know, we huffed and puffed a little bit, didn't we, at times in that game. We showed some quality at times as well. Very late on, wasn't it? Last 10 minutes or so, Caitlin Ford got the goal, mistake from Brighton, a brilliant finish into the bottom corner. And then virtually the last kick of the game, Frida stuck away the 3rd goal. Chloe Lacasse nearly got a 4th as well, right with very, very last kick of the game right at the end. But yeah, we've got the job done, and we look a good side. We look a good side. There's no doubt about that, and we enjoy that. Nathan said a good performance and result away at a well-drilled side. Absolutely. Lots of Ruben Moy to stand out for me. Solid defensively, and her passing was spot on even under pressure. A clean sheet. So yeah, no, you're right. I thought Lotta Ruben Moy had a great game. She really did. Again, I say this has been a theme this season. I think she's been brilliant. Redendra says, "Come on, you guys, indeed." Loki says, "Thumbs up, peeps and sub." Indeed, if you can, that'd be great. Jafar says, "If I was Jonas, I would rotate Leah and KCC. Kim to start at 6 and KCC as an advanced state." Yeah, maybe. When everybody's fit, it's going to be interesting to see what the team is. Every time at the minute, you're looking at the squad thinking, who's going to start? And today, Bev started, Stina started, and Alessia started. So it was a shock, that, wasn't it? Rajan says, "See you all next match." Yep, see you later, my friend. Good to see you. DMD says, "Italy versus Ukraine going to be a good game." Yeah, it could well be. You're right. Jeffo says their first clean sheet this season. It was indeed. I predicted it. I did predict a clean sheet. I said 4-0, so I wasn't far off, was I? But we'd take a 3-0. And Donny says, "You were brilliant as well. Better commentary than some of those so-called commentators on TV." Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate the comments. Thank you for that, and thank you for watching. Miss Pinkshot says, "Thanks, Richard. Great stream once again. We'll be back for the next one. Come on, Arsenal." Yeah, come on, Arsenal. Good to see you again. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Steve says, "Who's next and when?" Well, there is a game Thursday in the Continental Cup against Southampton. Not sure if I'm going to be able to do that one. Yes, Thursday nights aren't good for me, but certainly we'll be back next Sunday for the West Ham game at Meadow Park. So join us for that one. And of course, the women's show on Friday, as always, which is what we want. Is it? Robert says, "Is Viv still out injured?" Well, it's a new injury. She got a slight injury last week in the warm-up to the Leicester game, just a little muscle injury, and she hadn't recovered enough to be on the bench. Hopefully she can play on Thursday in the Continental Cup game and play some part, obviously, next week against West Ham. Bongo Gunner says, "Come on, you Gunners." Cheers. Good to see you again, my friend, and thanks for joining us. And yes, wow, it's been a good day, hasn't it? The channel reached 2,000 subscribers, which is a big milestone and a great moment for the channel. And the Arsenal women have won at 3-0 as well to make it even better. Get the 3 points, which was what we wanted today. And it was a decent performance. Good goals, actually. Stina's great chip for the first goal. Caitlin's brilliant drilled finish into the bottom corner for the second, and then Frida with a really good finish as well to a swift counter attack right at the end. And yeah, lots and lots of positives. The clean sheet, as well, as we said, first clean sheet of the season, really important. That, and I thought, well, I said during the week that after the goals we conceded last week in particular, and this season, we had to defend better. Yes, we had a few moments today where we looked a little bit shaky. You've got to be honest and say that, but we got through it, and we've kept this clean sheet. And at the end of the day, that's what we had to do. So yeah, really, really pleased with that. Steve says, "Bye, Rich. Bye, all go guys." Yep, see you later, my friend. Get some sleep is what you need to do. Thanks for staying up and watching with us. And yes, it was worth it in the end, wasn't it, for a 3-0 win? And one of the Aussies scored as well, didn't they, with Caitlin Ford, which was great. But yeah, no, it was I thought it was a good performance overall. Yes, obviously not perfect. There's still things to work on. But Brighton are a good side. I say not many teams will come here and win 3-0. Absolutely not. So yeah, it's important that we take the positives from this. Another good win, 6 in a row, scoring goals, and it's looking good, isn't it? It's looking really good at the minute. So yeah, hopefully we can go to Southampton in the week and win that game in the Continental Cup, and then it's West Ham at Meadow Park next week. And hopefully, I say again, we can come back with a win there as well and keep going. Loki says, "Good show, nice chat." Oh, indeed it was. Yeah, it's always good to have you guys with us. Lee says, "Cheers, Rich. Keep up the good work. See you on the next one. Come on, you Gunners." Yeah, come on, you Gunners. Thank you very much for joining us. We will see you very, very soon on the next game. Coming up on the channel this week again. There's no Premier League games this week, so there won't be too much going on. I'm not sure whether I can do the game on Thursday night or not. We'll see. If not, obviously we'll be here Friday with the Arsenal Women's Show at 7:30. We're looking back on this game, looking back on the Southampton game, and also, of course, looking ahead to West Ham. And then, of course, next Saturday evening is the Arsenal men back against Brentford. 5:30 kickoff there, so we'll be here for that one. And of course, next Sunday, Arsenal women versus West Ham. We'll be here for that one as well. So join us for all of those things if you can. And yeah, it's been a good. As Greg said there, thanks for making a good Sunday as always. Well, it's the girls that made a good Sunday by winning the game. That's the main thing, isn't it? At the end of the day, that's what we want to see. So, but yeah, no, it's been a good Sunday. It's been a good weekend, and yeah, still a couple of hours of the weekend left, still, isn't there, for us to enjoy what's left. Is the Manchester derby coming up? I'm going to go and watch that because I'm sure it'll be a good game. So I'll stick that on. I might have a cup of tea and a Yorkie now. And yes, watch a bit of the Manchester derby, which I think's already started, hasn't it, on the other channel? So we'll go and watch that in a minute. But yeah, so thanks for joining me today, this afternoon. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Please give it a like. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. We've hit 2,000, guys. Brilliant stuff. So I'm so pleased for the channel, really, and for all you guys that have helped to make it what it is. Robert says that up the Gunners, Chelsea will pay you to take back Havertz. I'm sure they won't. And Donny says Bunny will score a hat-trick. Well, I don't know. I think Man United might win that game. I quite like a draw, actually, if I'm honest. Robert says, cheers. Within yourself, mate. Thank you for joining us. And we look forward to your company next time. So, yes, we have won the game today. It has finished Brighton nil, Arsenal 3. Stina Blackstenius, Caitlin Ford and Frida Marnham with the goals. And we've got the victory that we needed, which is great. So yeah, it's been a very, very enjoyable afternoon, hasn't it? So thank you to all you guys for joining me. Thank you for everyone in the chat. Thank you for everybody who subscribed. Thank you to all the members of the channel as well. And thank you as well, of course, for watching the show today. So yeah, Arsenal have won 3-0. Another good away win. 6 wins in a row. It's going well, isn't it? And obviously we've got another chance on Thursday night at Southampton in the Continental Cup, which of course is our trophy because we won it last year, didn't we? Want to win it again. Yeah, so thanks for all you guys for watching. It finished 3-0. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, guys. Enjoy the Manchester derby if you're going to watch it. We'll hope that maybe some points are dropped by well, both of them would be nice, wouldn't it? It gives us a bigger advantage. So yeah, thanks a lot for your company. I will see you very, very soon on the next one. And come on, you guys. Come on, you guys. Cheers, guys. Speak to you soon.